welcome to Gone Rolling, where we all use our degree to play some D&D. Enjoy our shenanigans. But first, roll the intro. And welcome back.
Yep.
So, where our story last left off was pretty wild, actually, because a lot of little stuff happened in a very little village that turned out to be a lot of big stuff.
Little stuff.
Yeah. After you guys woke up from the previous night of partying, you decided to go out and purchase some things, which actually led into the rest of the day's shenanigans, as not only was Rosalie made responsible for assisting a local shepherd with the cattle later in the day in exchange for an old tattoo, a magical tattoo that was left behind in its jar, the needle. But also the party discovered 3 potions, 2 of them which could actually be definitely useful. The other one maybe definitely useful to come. But these were potions that were actually somewhat expensive, and the party did not have the gold for them. Though, being the newcomers with new abilities, there were other jobs that you could possibly help the town with. And Hanafel, supposedly the mayor of Hanafel, knew exactly what you could help with. She asked your help for clearing the entrance to a shrine that the Harrigan had lost access to a couple months back, basically. It was a collapse of the cave entrance. After you guys started heading up the mountain where the mayor pointed it out, the mayor went ahead and grabbed the priest of the town as well. Heading up this mountain, you all begin to realize that this shrine was much older than was first thought. You had come to this village to find a secret pass through the mountains to get to the crash site of the Alex Grace, and it seems you have traveled a secret path that many have traveled before you. That happens to be on a path similar to some old religious sites, as you were able to devise a plan to open the entrance of the temple by clearing some massive boulders, trying not to create boulders that would roll down the valley side and crush the villagers in the village beneath you. So, using some smarts, some repelling blasts, and some slime shenanigans, you got on the other side, destroyed some keystones in the pile of rocks, and collapsed the entrance. Now, keep in mind that this entrance is right next to another interesting item of this area, in this sort of like secluded courtyard created by a bunch of boulders that is sort of hidden away. There is a chunk of rock that is unique compared to anything else, a very glassy, deep blue colored rock that's massive, that Rosalie, you actually had an interaction with the other night.
So what was that rock?
It seems so. But the cave entrance, the shrine entrance, after being cleared, was indeed clearly an Arcanist temple, or a repurposed temple for the Arcanist faith, as the priest told you. There were reliefs of Velny on the walls, depictions of the Harrigan coming to this valley after the glaciers, as well as a relief of, well, an item. And one palm of Velnia's depicted hand, and her golden cloak was her bident staff, and the other was a triangular, sort of like gold-laced item. Interesting depictions all. In this room there was one other thing, a doorway. Oh, actually 2 other things. There was something buried in the ground, like a relic or something, dedicating the temple, but there was a doorway leading further beyond. It had a cold wind current leading out. The cold wind led one of you a bit closer, Eterna at first, who actually understood what it was about. Clearly, Eterna knew something that others didn't, as symbology revealed on the walls in the entrance, that this place, this temple, was indeed rededicated to the Arcanist faith, but before that was actually a temple of the winter, a temple dedicated to Zolfost's angels.
Plural?
Seems like there was 3 winged figures in those depictions.
Yeah.
Following this tunnel down, this very narrow, tall tunnel for some of you, down this path, Eterna eventually led some of you to an ice wall. A cylindrical room with a domed roof where half of the room was just ice growing onto stone, assumingly apparently consuming the stone around it. But at the base of that ice wall was written language, old language, written long before Common came to these mountains, a time before the freeze, a time before all that. This place was indeed truly historic, perhaps even before much writing at all. But after doing some thinking and reading the bottom text, it was revealed that there was a prayer to be had, a mantra to be said by followers of the Winter Domain. Presumably to access something? You weren't sure. But after remembering that Eterna, you had discovered a script, a small piece of paper, like days ago, weeks ago now.
Oh, we didn't look for that?
All the way from session 0 for you, you had discovered a very little piece of paper.
Don't look for it now.
Eterna, that read a simple mantra of your faith from a follower that died centuries ago. Ice melts, snow falls. Saying those words and touching the ice wall that hurt anyone else who touched it, it opened up. The ice wall seeming to create a pocket for you to walk through. And you did, with a shell as a cloak, walked and wandered into the ice, deep into this permafrost. Going to the back of this space attracted by a white light, you found yourself in a pocket of light, a beam of cylindrical, moonish colored light. In the center, at the base of the ground, rising up about 2 feet, was a bird bath-like structure made of carved stone that was carved in a way that looked like crystal. There was a bowl, and an opalescent bowl, water. There was water. This water was not water, in fact. No, anything that touched it, it seemed, except Eterna, would instantly freeze down to the very bone, perhaps. Reading the words written on the rim, you said your prayer and you drank, hearing the voices of your angel speaking to you, Milk Fawn asking you if you were willing to drink, and you were. As you took the sip of liquid, you saw a vision, an image before you placed this land before the Great Freeze, before all of that, were great evergreen trees so large that they dwarfed any tree you know today, mountains that looked so sharp they could cut metal. It was a primordial time for this area. And a figure that once again asked you if you would drink and take the faith of this temple with you, as that memory was lost in ice and stone, but the faith will only survive through the faithful.
We'll see.
And you accepted to drink
If you survive.
this liquid. As the vision concluded with a powerful imagery of a storm concentrating into liquid water-like substance, you drank that very water. It froze your lips slightly, and for a moment you were okay. You felt the cold in you. It was a refreshing, chilled cold. In your breath, you saw it blow into the air. But before Chell's eyes, a moment later, it was too much. Something went wrong, or it was too strong.
It's almost as if the dice were
Yeah.
In my favor.
It's almost like the roll wasn't in your favor. Yeah. As
No matter the outcome.
yeah.
Always with the dice roll.
As Eterna, you drank and did not freeze, but turned to ice before a gel. And the ice in the room
Frozen.
exploded into snow, revealing the temple structure that was covered in this permafrost before, leaving only the rest of you to wander in and figure out what the hell's going on. As some people tried to do some sort of healing, some people cast detect magic, it turns out that Eterna seems more like a magical object than a creature now. And that's where we left off.
Trevor. What
Fix
school
my
of magic
mistake.
am I getting from it right now?
Oh, it's absolutely everything you think. It is all-encompassing. It is a strong... No, it's not like a powerful, overwhelming sense of magic. No, I mean like... It's like blue fire. It's so hot. It's so bright. It's so alluring, but it can be so small.
Mm-hmm.
But it's enough to just burn you completely. It's so concentrated, but it's so faint at the same time.
In taking a closer look at the ice, is it the same kind of living ice that we saw on the walls prior, where it's almost moving around like an amoeba?
It's transparent ice, unmoving. Seemingly just your friend locked in a state of surprise. With all her items too.
Yeah.
But they're completely transparent. Like
Yep. It's like an ice sculpture.
Yeah, she had the bag of holding. I just wanted to let everyone
Yeah.
know that
Wait,
on
did
camera.
she?
Yeah.
No, she has it.
Okay.
I had everything on me, so.
Indigo's trying to cast Detect Thoughts, but she's like super shaky, so she just
What
puts her ocarina down and
Okay,
hums
what
it
the heck is
instead.
going on here? Be quiet. What happened?
Can I hear her thoughts with Detect Thoughts?
There
Again.
are no thoughts from a creature in your. There's no creature.
What
there.
I
happened?
can't hear her thoughts.
What happened, like I said, was we were in here and she drank from the fountain, the thing that looks like a bird fountain. It's frozen over now, but the water was perfect to take, and she dipped it in and it instantly froze. Not her freezing, but almost like the glass was foggy, but she still drank it. And just for a moment, her lips were just ice, and it seemed like she was going to be okay, and then all of a sudden, she's this. She's on ice. And not in a fun way.
No. There's not an easy way to describe this.
But then,
That isn't truly a Turner. It's not a creature encased in ice. It's almost like a magic item now. It's ice.
wait, did
Just
she-
ice.
so there's a way to undo it, right? Like, obviously, there's a way to undo
Is
magic.
she somewhere else or?
I'm not sure.
Brown's got to take a sweep around the room just to see if there's
The
any.
magic
Make a
is
perception check.
almost like every single school. It's
Actually,
hard to look
investigation
at.
probably.
It's-
Either which way, it's a nat 20. So that's it's either a 21 or a 22.
Okay,
22
Okay,
investigation.
so
21
they've turned
Perception, so.
completely to ice. Ice, like a crystal.
I hope this is not her tomb.
I don't.
Become one of the ice.
It would be more of a tomb, not just them turning to ice. But there might be something
I don't
related
have the
there.
script here, but I might learn a little bit because of Latin. It's like Latin-ish. You can make context.
Hi.
Why?
If I touch her, is it like burning?
It's very cold, but it feels like ice.
Just like regular ice?
Yeah.
Yeah, Echel's been holding on
Like
to
a cup
her.
of water and ice cubes.
Okay,
Okay.
well, if we need to, I can, she's ice right now.
Rosalie! Where's Rosalie?
I
Look
think
away
she-
for a moment.
No, I was gonna say I could put her in my genie pendant.
Now let's leave them out. Let's try to figure out something.
Okay.
I'm floating around in the water in your genie room.
No, wait, that's gonna melt her more! Anyway, continue.
You go back
Bobbing
and,
around.
No,
Oh, yeah,
Turner.
just cutting away for a split second, I
An ice
guess.
cube
You have returned with the mayor down the hill. The mayor has led you into the general shop that you were in before.
Hello? Liza, I believe you talked to that group of travelers before. Yes, they came in for some items. They did us a favor. And now the shrine is open again, and repairs can begin. So, they have earned a reward and payment for just work.
Well, I suppose there's your potions you wanted.
Thank you very much. I shall. Do I return to the.
Ollie will be outside on the hilltops in about a little under 3 hours, probably.
Okay. How early tomorrow are you planning on being open?
I usually get up with dawn and open an hour after.
Alright, that would be fine then. I will swing by tomorrow to come get the item from you.
Very well. Good luck out there. Your hounds don't seem too used to this hard labor, but I'm sure Ollie will go easy on you.
What am I supposed to be doing?
It's mostly up to him, but honestly, I think it's probably helping with the cattle.
Okay.
Why did that sound like a moo?
Cutting away. As you now try the potions.
Where's Rosalie?
But inventory.
I mean, she's just gonna go to
I
the
think I
that
saw them
they're
heading
at
out.
it
They didn't want to come
immediately,
in with
No,
us.
let you go.
using the alchemy stuff on it.
They'll give you all three.
Nice.
Cutting away back up to actually you as they're freaking the fuck out. Like off camera, they're freaking out as you like look at the walls and you're
It's
like,
like,
oh. You actually, with a nat 20, though you do not read a lot of this language, a lot of
But
this...
you would know a Chell can relay into languages.
Yeah, I know. It's more likely I'm finding like images that are
Yeah.
more.
He's finding
important.
something worth you reading, probably. There's
Yeah.
a lot of writing here, but a lot of this is written in a language that looks similar to the one that was scratched to the floor when you were originally coming in. But there are plenty of reliefs to give context clues. There is a relief of those 3 winged figures in more deified, better art on the wall. There's a heavy use of little gems here. Eyes are little bright blue gemstones. The wind, and when it's depicted with a breeze of ice, you see these like little white opalescent stones placed into the wall that are in shape of snowflakes. You pick up a couple things. One, this temple is indeed quite old. The depictions of dragons and peaks and simple villages on the ground, no depictions of great towns or cities. This is before any of these cities that you've been to have been constructed. So, based on your understanding, probably 50 years ago. No. Based on your knowledge of the world, probably 50 years ago, right? No.
Around when Gulza came.
Yeah, this is way before there were cities in this valley. And actually, based on the depictions, with your context clues, the way this is shown in some areas, there's no valley. There's no lowland. There's no tailland.
It's just flat.
No, it's mountainous.
Oh, it's.
It's a continent of mountains, rocks, and high hills. There is no lowland, flatland, anything like that. And that probably, based on your role, means that your forest your forest wouldn't be depicted here. None of the lakes and valleys that you've seen on the map that they carry with them would have been here. No, that entire great valley that you've traveled through, all the tailland, lowland, doesn't exist when this temple was made. Also, there is a figure, what you assume to be Zolfast, who is cupping hands, pouring water from the hands. It looks like a breeze. A bunch of opals are placed into it. It looks like droplets coming down. And you can see like smaller humanoid figures catching it in a bowl and pouring it into a river. And people at the river are sort of just like, looks like they're bathing in it, they're drinking it or something like that. They're doing something with this water, and they seem more empowered, more healthy. Wind blows by, ice blows by. They seem to be at peace. It's like the water brought them health, peace, power, wellness. But there's also depictions of the harshness of snow and ice. And you realize that the context clues that you're getting from a lot of the other areas is that when the winter ends, it's always important to remember that it will come again, but ice does have to melt to be ice once more.
Okay. This is interesting. I don't think you guys want to hear what I'm thinking out loud. So, you might want to read this real quick. If you can read this. You can read this. Read from about there to about there.
Okay, I just like delicately lay a turn up. Yeah, and then just slink out of the way.
You do feel like she could actually break.
Considering
Yeah.
with the context clues that I'm getting without being able to read this, we might need to melt her.
No.
No.
No, I don't think that.
Where did Rosalie go, Braun?
I don't know. Where
She
did
would have.
I know, but he didn't see you leave. He would have.
Oh right.
yeah.
Because everybody headed in.
Yeah.
He was
didn't
out of the
solely-
room when you were.
I just knew I didn't see you heading with us.
Yeah.
So what does it say?
So
What
as you
does it
walk over
literally
to where
say?
he's pointing,
Yeah.
if Braun's like telling you his understanding, it kind of seems to make sense a little bit. The wording in here is poetic and shorthand. It's a very important area you're reading into. Essentially depicts that this water is winter. This is winter water. It's like how it's said. It's strange enough, like mentioned like the blood of winter.
Okay.
All ice and snow is from this water. This is what the first snowflake was made out of and what the first glaciers were formed from.
Yay.
And it is Zolfost's, like, not life essence, but like the power of winter. That is what it is. It's like a magic rock. It's like a crystal magic quintasite, but
Yeah.
this is the winter water. You know, it's a magic material basically.
Yes.
And it does say it brings followers faithful and truthful protection from the great god and the winter angels above. And it brings folly and lessons to the unfaithful and unworthy.
Are you unworthy?
I'm not unworthy.
And
My dice.
I gotta be
are.
honest, the most haunting line you probably see is winter is only fatal to those who do not understand it. Like that's not how it's written, but that's what sticks in your mind. Like,
Freaking dice.
I hate it here.
like this could kill someone if they're not worthy, they don't understand. If you're knowledgeable though, yeah, it's good for you, you know?
If you roll a 7 on a con
Is there
save.
If you roll
anything? I don't know what role this would be, but if there's any, could I use my past knowledge of like of the theater, of poems, of writings, of essentially going over this stuff to try to like piece out like, oh, way this is worded, one solution to this might be
Yeah, you
something.
want to read between the lines.
Yeah, yeah,
Find
yeah.
the message. Yeah, go ahead and roll. How about we say investigation? Yeah.
Oh shit. That's cocked. 17 plus 5.
22.
Okay.
22. Let's go.
With a 22, reading into this as they're all like in the background panicking, and you're like,
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I need to focus.
Yeah.
What is truly being said here?
hey, you really dig into it. In the different areas that Braun shows you, there are many different reliefs, and they seem to actually have a cycle to them, and they are actually a circle of reliefs. They make sense, but any way you start, they always end back where they started, and they can continue going like that. So cycles are very important. It's a message, definitely, that winter will come again and again and again, but it will always end as well. Another thing, though, is you start reading into it about the power of ice, the freezing punishment. There is a bit of a message you start to get with that roll. Those who are frozen by ice, some shatter and die. Some thaw, learning their lesson.
Have you learned your
And-
lesson, Turn?
You're like
Stupid
really,
dice.
really getting down to the message. If she froze,
Yeah.
it may mean that she was not entirely ready to receive. But it may not mean she's dead, and you cannot be certain that it's not fatal. But the way the message goes is hope. Hope is what you need.
So I need to.
Break
I
the
need
fourth
to
wall.
break the fourth wall
Basically.
and be Eterna. Get your shit together, girl. All right, you need to
gosh.
get up. You got this, baby. And
Thank
she
you,
undoes.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Hope. I appreciate it.
It is a cycle and a story and a lesson about hope through turmoil, understanding tragedy and danger, so you can overcome the situation. You know.
So So very simple. She needs to thaw.
Yes, she does.
So it
It does not imply that other people need to
Yeah, I was
thaw,
gonna say, I think it's
but it doesn't say you don't.
she might be on a mind journey right
This,
now.
this would have been a case where, oh, it's artistically depicted. I wish I had a priest to tell me the
Yeah.
actual rules of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Am I kind of on track?
What was your thing?
We might need to thaw her out.
No, yeah,
I'm
actually,
casting sending to Rosalie.
no, actually, yes. From this understanding, it seems like maybe not literally. Though she might. She's not dead. From what I'm getting here, is she's not dead. She might be on some sort of religious journey inside here, you know, and she might be coming back to us, but it might look like she's thawing. But for right now, we probably should not take her from the temple.
No,
We
I definitely
probably
don't
should
think we
leave
should
here.
try to forcefully thaw either.
No, yes. So I think we should just, unfortunately, let her
I do.
hang
Is
out.
it?
I do cast sending to Rosalie.
What do you say to Rosalie?
Rosalie, get back here. Eterna turned to ice.
You receive that message?
She's like when she gets because she's in the middle of making a potion, right? Or like dissecting the potion.
Oh no! This no. You would have just picked them up. You would.
Okay.
Yeah. You would have just
Like
picked
she's
them up.
holding them and she's just
Yeah.
like,
Drops them. Okay.
Is everything okay?
You seem perplexed. Says the mayor with you, the chief.
what do you mean? She's frozen?
Turn to ice.
What happened?
I don't have any more spell slots.
It's the best kind of sending.
She looks over to the bear. Is there anything that could like freeze a person up there?
I mean, in harsh winters, not.
No,
what do you
like
mean?
just freeze. I don't know. My friends just messaged me saying that our friend is frozen.
That's not what
I
we
like
said.
I like how
Magic?
you say frozen. She said
I said
On
turned
to
to ice.
I mean,
She
she.
determines frozen.
I mean, why
Yeah.
would you just assume turn to ice was the assumption?
true
Yeah,
term.
the true term.
You're
It-
5
not
years
like,
old. You have a terminology.
And not like
she wanted
stone or
she
like
would've
frozen
said
in place or
frozen.
something. No, ice.
Goblin
I don't know. Our
Gobsicle.
magic users might know something, but I have no idea. I don't know what that's about.
Could you
The
go
Gobsicle
grab-
prophecy.
Because they said it would. Could you go possibly grab like a priest and a magic user? I'm gonna go run back up there.
Well, Folkwin's still up there. I guess I'll find one of his mage attendants. Okay. I will look around.
Thank you. Sorry, I don't mean to ask you to like run errands for us, but I don't know what's going on.
Well, if it's a situation that will spread, I must concern myself with it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
If it's a plague, I guess.
All of a sudden, a shell.
She hugs up all of us are frozen.
Just to fuck with her, I'd look like I'm ice. I like turn to a statue.
How close is like the place where we were supposed to be staying?
Oh, probably like 800 feet away. So like a walk or like a quick run.
Could she, because she's good at running, can she run and not drop the potions?
They are in an old wooden case, but yeah, I guess so. Yeah, sure. Yeah, easy. Yeah.
Okay, she's gonna run him back to the place
Yeah.
and then immediately book it up the mountain.
Oh, gee, I wish we had a bag of holding to put them in.
She just didn't want to try to take them all the way up the.
Yeah.
No, 100%. Yeah.
The ice bag of holding.
Because she'll drop them. She's like, I'm not gonna take them more places than I have to. We just did
ice of
stuff
holding.
for this. I'm gonna go put them somewhere safe.
Yeah.
I think Rosalie's on her way.
Oh.
She asked me questions, but I don't have any more spells.
What about you
slots.
shape
Okay.
water on it? No, I'm kidding.
So,
Sure, shape
if
her
they need
face.
to thaw,
Yes.
preferably on their own, do we need to keep them at least somewhere cold until they do it on their own? Or do we just let it...
I assume just leave her
leave her
here.
Leave her
I mean,
here.
this would be
That's
the
where
coldest
she-
place, I think.
she's supposed to be.
I'm just thinking
Like
about
holding her.
using shape water on her to give her plastic surgery.
I'm not warm, so it's fine.
Don't worry, Tana. I'll fix your little issues. I give you Botox and like.
I turn wakes up,
Face.
amazing cheekbones.
You have more of a germ than you ever had before.
Yeah.
No! Just don't change me.
I open up like
Comes back with a stronger.
cast dot full edit mode. Right click on it, turn to enter cast.
Just goes back
You
with a
open
stronger
modeling
spine.
software. You know,
My
like
back
that
doesn't
would
hurt as
great
much.
longer ears.
Longer ears.
You're gonna catch some wind with those.
No, let's give him a tail.
You shape water to just change your.
Oh yeah, back to the trauma. But yeah, that's you explain what you just got from the leaves.
Yeah. So
I can't.
I guess
we can
the
only
best
hope
we can
that's.
do.
I can't
is-
tell what's happening. She doesn't have any thoughts.
No
The
thoughts.
best we can assume is she's going through
I mean,
a religious journey of some sort.
That's what I was thinking. Because she did seem to be channeling with something when we were in there, for a brief moment. But chances are, if she's one of the few faithful, I doubt that
I
They
doubt
would-
so.
they would hurt her.
The best we can really do is this is way out of any of our leagues in terms of magic. To be completely transformed by ice.
I only know how to turn into objects and turn out of them, but I doubt. Obviously, that's not what this is.
Now 2 of us have been an object before.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Well, as the party deals with this, cutting away for a moment to Aterna.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, everyone will stay here. This could take a little bit, so everyone will stay in the room for this one.
okay, I'm just gonna
Get
lie
your
down.
popcorn.
I'm gonna lie down on the floor
Get
then.
a smoothie going.
We sure we don't want more secrets between the party?
We could, if you guys are okay with it.
Bruh.
Leaving.
Yeah, they're good.
Leave.
Yeah.
I guess it's a leave if you want.
I don't want
Stay if
spoilers.
you want. I mean.
Do you all just want to? I feel like we either should all leave or none of us leave.
Oh, okay.
It's a fair point. It's a fair point.
True.
But we keep the trauma going if we don't know what's
I'll
going
tell you
on.
what. No. I do want you to leave for the situation.
Alright.
Yeah.
I was gonna say for the trauma.
I'll tell you at what point you can come back in if maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
No, I'm kidding.
If you
No
come back.
session. You guys are not allowed back
That's
here.
it. We're
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah,
only
we're
session.
gonna burn this, so then you can keep an eye on it, make sure that it doesn't.
Actually, I'm gonna bring my
Okay.
sketchbook with me.
That's
Okay.
all.
Alright, because I want to draw stuff. Anyway.
See you in a bit.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh, really? Trevor, you're gonna need to
Oh yeah.
close the thing back up.
One moment, guys.
Nope.
Nice. Okay. Okay, it's just me and you. None of
Yeah.
us talk about the meeting.
I did not expect this to be a thing that we were gonna.
I kind of hoped you would roll low, but I didn't expect it either.
You started. Oh boy.
Let me get some
What
water.
did I do wrong? What did Eterna do wrong, Trevor?
Sucked. Okay.
Yeah. My dice just failed, I guess. My dice failed me.
Your body just wasn't ready, probably. But yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
I mean,
Eterna, in this space, there was nothing for a moment, but now there's only the wind blowing by. You hear it all in your ears as they begin to flap in the wind. As the wind's so strong, you feel yourself almost about to be taken off the ground. It's cold, bitter wind. The sky is so dark, it's almost night. There's so little light. As the wind continues to blow around you, your eyes are squinting, trying to keep the ice and snow out. You're not sure where you are, how you got here, what you're doing here, but you know this place is important. Before you can make out 3 things immediately, just out of the haze, the snow. As it continues to blow by you, you feel yourself overwhelmed by the scene, but you're trying to make these things out. You see 3 shapes, 3 large shapes. Chairs, thrones, 3 large thrones made out of thick ice and snow, a deep blue ice. As the wind continues to hiss by, the ice begins to sting your eyes. You feel something in your chest, and you realize it's your holy symbol. It illuminates, and like a heartbeat, the light grows out like a bubble of light, pushing the wind back a little bit at bay, clearing the space for you to really see, take a moment to hold yourself, and you realize you're standing on one massive circular platform that looks like some sort of crossed snowflake. Wind blows around you, and you look up, and there's an eye of a storm, and you realize you're in some sort of absolute hurricane of snow, a winter blizzard so strong, so huge, it's overwhelming. But what little light gets through illuminates, along with your holy symbol, illuminates these 3 thrones in front of you. 2 are empty, 1 is not. 1 holds a statue of a figure you're familiar with, Milik Fan, your archangel, the one who has taught you so much about Zolfos' faith, the one that helped save you and bring you back to life. And you realize now it's not just this holy symbol glowing. Whenever you go back to that memory, whenever you recognize Milik Fan, there's also a glow coming from your wound over your heart, the piercing arrow wound, the memory of those who did it to you. This person in front of you is in fact not a person on the throne, but a statue of ice. It is a depiction of Milik Fan, made out of ice. This carving so perfect, it's almost like the angel was turned to ice itself. As the statue stands, it sits at attention, looking down at you. You almost expect him to speak, but there is no words. Instead, you see the 2 empty thrones. There are crumbles of ice, chunks of ice, like an ice sculpture shattered, and now all that's left in those 2 thrones are rubble. These must be the other 2 angels of Zolfos, the other 2 that are no longer of this world. As you're looking around the space, observing as the wind continues to blow outside this bubble of light that you're in, you hear a voice.
Hello? Hello, who is there? Who is this?
You hear a voice. Your ear turns, twitches to the side. Behind the throne on your right is a voice, and there's a little head, or it seems like a little head with an eye peeking around the corner looking at you.
It is
Who are you?
Eterna.
Turner.
You can call me Eterna. Who are you? I walk towards the voice.
The head retracts a little bit, but stays looking at you.
Turner. I don't know who I am. Oh, wait. Yes. I'm that fear. I'm the loss. Why do I feel this horror, this loss, this pain?
This hand comes around the chair, another hand comes around the chair, and another hand comes around the chair, and another hand comes around the chair.
Oh, okay.
As this 4-armed humanoid with this lanky, long body, almost looks more like jointed than humanoid, like almost like a bug, with more like exoskeleton joints. The head itself only has one eye. The other eye is like completely covered. This creature has black, almost blue skin. It looks like there's chunks of ice. They look like almost like a decaying body, and that segmented form they have is actually like segmented chunks of frost, of ice. It's hard to explain, but they kind of look like a corpse that was left in the ice and was only partially thawed out. The sunken, dried, cracked skin.
Eterna. I think I'm the loss, the missing, those who wander into the blizzard and never return. Yes, I think I am that name. Or maybe I am just a body decaying. Eterna, what are you? How are you here?
Do I remember where I just came from?
Yeah, it starts to jog in your memory, and you start to hear the voices in the wind of your friends. So you hear, Atuna! What happened? What? Gods. Just the voices of your friends blowing the wind.
I was looking through an old temple.
An old temple.
They've repurposed it. Well, the front. They couldn't get past the ice. Then I prayed, and I drank from that basin of water. And now I am here.
People still pray to ice and snow.
Not a lot still do, but I do.
I remember the winter winds of the south, the great flat wastes, the ice so flat and white that it burned the skin when the sun hit. I remember the winds of the far south blowing like a tempest unlike any other, where the ice so thick you would think it was rock. People used to pray for the return of warmth. Then they prayed for salvation from cold, from never-ending summers. Eterna. I understand. You drank the Master's water. You drank the faith.
It seems so.
Eterna. That was the first ice. The first water that created the first flakes. The water that first created the glaciers. The water that covers the world's oceans. It's the ancestral stream. You've taken the faith into here. I understand.
As he shocks and perks up, you hear some sort of like huffing loud noise with wind blowing, a crackle of light or something in the background of the storm.
Atana! Flee!
Can I see at
The
what
figure
it is?
turns into snow in the wind.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Wow. Only I can do that. Been getting away
right?
so easy.
Right? There's 3 thrones to hide behind. One has a Milk statue. It does look like it actually has cracks, by the way. The ice statue. It does look like it has cracks, but it's still standing. But you do start to hear movement in the wind.
I guess I bow to the statue, you know, make the little,
Right.
and then I don't know. Where do I
No,
go?
it's totally okay. Like, in shock. That's a fair response. You don't know what's going on.
And she, like, scrambles around. She tries to see if she can, like, hear or, like, see the creature, whatever it is.
You can. And you would know which direction it's coming from. So you could, like, hide behind one of the thrones really easily.
I'll hide behind the throne real quick just to see what it is.
Right. And
I want to...
You sort of move behind the ice, and you see the chunks of the other statues that are crumbled to the ground. You run behind some ice, and all of a sudden, you hear the wind. Just onto the platform you're on, you feel the ground shake and quake. You feel the rock or the ice that you're standing on, something like that, begin to crack against the ground. And it quickly refreezes, by the way, but you hear this loud, heavy cracking. And then
do not recognize that flavor.
Can I tell? Can?
You're just like holding your position.
I'm so scared.
Fair. You just see in the lumbering shadow of light in this space, the bubble of light is still stood around you.
Who brings this light into the storm?
Can I yet see them?
It's like you see the shadow, you see a quick movement from behind the throne. Something shifts in the wind and comes into view. A long, scaled tail
I fucking
of scales
knew it. I fucking knew it.
with ice ejecting from the body like spikes and thorns.
See it? Fuck no way.
Little rat, show yourself. Pray to me, child.
Just like growls out ice, forms in the ground.
Faith in me.
There's a stillness and quiet. What do you do?
She's like terrified for a moment, you know, sitting behind this thing. But does she get the inkling
Yeah.
that this is who she thinks it is?
Yes.
And now it's
If she doubts it at this point, it's only that she hopes it's not.
yeah, but
Yeah.
she's going with this is probably Frillmox.
Yes. It's probably
This is the white dragon.
yes, the white dragon.
Scary. But like, she debates whether, cause can she tell that she's in like a mindscape or like,
This doesn't feel necessarily real, I'll tell you that.
okay, and that what she does here may determine. She's not. If she goes out there, she knows that she's not going out there to
If this
be faithful to Frillmox of
Yeah.
all people.
This is if anything, she could assume that if this is real or not real, this is a challenge on her faith. Because she's seeing things that she would have never dreamed of seeing before. But in this moment, this is like any cleric, a test.
I
Any
hate
cleric's
tests.
situation. Yeah. This is your faith. This is the challenges, the scars, what's left, and what's haunting it.
Show yourself.
Suppose there's no hiding. I'm gonna just sort of try to, as casually as I can, walk out like a fool, like an idiot. Just
Yeah.
I'm like delicately walking out, like I'm ready to jump back into my hiding place at the provocation. I'm scared.
You peer out and like move out slowly and look there, on the other side of this throne, the large space on this platform. The back end sort of hangs off into the storm a bit. The long neck and head coming to nearly a spike-like point with like a massive frill and spike on the back of the head, but ice has frozen over this white dragon's face to make almost like a crown of ice around the head. Along the body are white scales, but the scales are pierced, and ejecting from the body are spikes, icicles in different areas. The wings are massive. The breath has flakes of ice coming from it. The eyes seem to be perfectly blue. The whites, the iris, everything but the pupil. Perfectly blue, like a deep, deep blue ice.
Little goblin. So this is all the faith that little god can muster now.
all the faith left in that tarnished system of belief in you. How shameful.
Bold of you to say that, considering. Fuck.
And as you're thinking that, as you're coming up with something to say, I will say, like, her neck lifts. You do see open wounds along her belly. And her chest, specifically where this draconic heart would be, is a cavity with her ribs showing, but the hole just goes deeper. And you see an empty cavity. Like, with, like, blue veins that are glowing, but nothing's there. Probably where that heart was.
An eye for an eye.
Yeah.
In her mind,
Yeah.
she's not like gonna actually.
Yeah. No, fair.
So I've provoked you enough.
So, you drank that water. How bold of you to commit your own death.
How so?
Did you really think someone like you would be worthy of the power of endless winter? The ice that freezes hope, destroys life. The ice that can freeze time itself.
Why are you here?
This is my home now. My kingdom. I've taken it.
Winter?
All mine.
She just looks at you.
I don't think you're supposed to be here.
Like winter and like ice. I will wait for the next great freeze. When my faithful, those who defy my righteous power, will bring me back to sequester the world in a great peace once more. Through my guidance, quiet will form this world once more.
Since you're here, why?
Why what?
Why eternal winter?
She kind of smirks. If a dragon smiles, she smiles.
Yes. Good question. Why indeed? Many have asked, many who have died, many who have bent the knee. I was rightful in the line to become the greatest dragon there was. I was worthy of that power, where the rest were not. Ikatarn and his brood deserve to step down and kneel in my claw.
She raises her hand up and some of the fingers have broken off. All that's left in some areas is just ice.
I was the god of all dragons. Eldumox himself would bow to me. I fulfilled my destiny. I would be all of winter, the greatest dragon of the greatest element.
There's already a god of winter. It is not you.
The term god is too kind for that wretch.
Everything that has happened to him has happened because of you.
God should not be that weak.
But If you are so powerful, why am I alive now? Why don't you just kill me? I maybe shouldn't ask, but...
Serena, can you roll persuasion for me?
Oh, fuck.
It's time.
Can I...
You can guide yourself.
I'll guide myself.
Magic.
For that one.
Hold on. Magic. Guidance. Okay.
Let me just, persuasion?
Yep.
11.
11.
See if she kills me.
So bold, so mighty in your words. I find it so entertaining. You're alive because I am resting. I am waiting for the next winter. The next winter so great that my body shall reform from the ice itself. And my breath shall once again be the blizzard that all children fear. And my power will grow once again. That power. You're alive because the head looks at the statue. The statue's still standing in the seat of Milik Fawn. Only one remains. But when that ice melts, I shall freeze again.
Eterna, can you roll a d20 for me?
Fuck.
And can you add your spell modifier?
How can I... Where is that
It's
again?
under spells. It should be the top of the spell list. It's near the DC.
DC? It's under spells, though?
Yeah, if you go to your spells, it should be the top of the list.
Well, there's all my spells, though.
Yeah, above the spells.
Ah.
Yeah.
Spell, attack, and then spell modifier. Okay.
Yep.
I'm very scared because,
Hey, you got this.
I have been rolling so badly.
It's true.
Should I take that?
It's not your trait.
Okay.
It's tainted.
Motherfucker.
It's tainted.
That was a natural 20!
Whoa.
+2!
As you finish saying that, and as you sort of call her out and she explains herself, you almost hear this beat, this drum in the background, the wind. As the wind continues to whip around you, you hear the... But it's not a drum. It's faint, but it grows larger. It's a heartbeat. You instantly make the connection with your own wisdom, your faith, your attachment. That is the heart of your God. May not be able to speak to you directly, but you feel him. You feel his power growing. You feel him healing. You feel winter recovering. More importantly, the light that was just here on the platform begins to appear in the storm. Little snowflakes, glowing blue snowflakes, or more like aquamarine turquoise color. Snowflakes blow by in the wind, like little flecks of glowing dust. Some of them begin to form shapes, Eterna, behind Vermox. Some of them resemble direwolves. Your direwolf, maybe. There with you is your hope. There with you is your heart.
So, little cleric, what do you think? Will you kneel and join the inevitability of my winter kingdom?
I would never kneel to you. And if it is the last thing I do, I will bring back the hope the faithful. Temples everywhere, because of your cruelty, around the world, known around the world, have been destroyed, discarded, or forgotten. Temples to the real god of winter.
Roll intimidation with advantage.
Oh god. I'm not intimidating. I have a -1.
With advantage. Hopefully it works.
14.
Okay. We're climbing. 14. You hear the heartbeat once more, and in the wind, in the glowing snowflakes, you not only see Sadi, but you see your party. You see your friends depicted before you. The heart increases. Frumlock starts to hear it seems.
They should fear winter. They should fear me. Kneel. They will listen. They will only learn through fear. Like old dragons, they must be stepped upon. My claws will pierce their scales.
And she comes down towards you, her face meeting yours, inches away, her cold breath not freezing you but hurting your skin slightly.
They should fear me.
You're holding on to something that is gone. Whatever hold you have in this world, your heart has been carved out. Simply die already.
I like it. As you say that, can you roll another d20 for me?
Oh boy.
And can you add... No, it would be funny if I said persuasion. No, can you add your Arcana modifier once more?
Arcana,
Your spell
okay.
modifier once more.
My spell? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Spell modifier. Yes, yes. That's better than Arcana, actually.
Yeah.
It's a 4.
Don't forget you have advantage.
Oh, I do. You didn't
I know,
say
that's fair,
advantage
yeah.
for that one. Let me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let me re-roll. Motherfucker. Okay.
Casualty.
Well, that's a 5.
It counts, I guess. You hear the heartbeat once more, and you just cough out the phrase. The face retracts in anger, the teeth sharpen. It's almost like her teeth get covered in ice, forming like icing. She
In
becomes
that
like
moment, it turns like, I'm going to die.
She becomes like a nightmare.
You are nothing. I am everything. I am everlasting winter. I am that which kills all. All life is me. I am everything. I'm the end of all stories. I am everlasting.
You're already dead.
The chest raises, the neck raises, the head tilts up. You see the glow from the chest, where that heart, that hole where the heart would be. You see ice and snow begin to form like a storm inside the chest cavity. Energy builds up like white, blue stuff all the way up the neck, up to the mouth. Can you roll a d20? Just a flat d20.
Just a flat d20.
Yeah.
Should I use this one? Or should I use the other one?
Ooh, how faithful are you?
I'm gonna use my blue, and like it's like a blue and white.
true,
It's
that's true.
more it's icy.
So fast, be with me.
That's a 17.
Be with me.
He was with me.
You hear Zolfost's heart increases as this billows up. The storm roars. The light that you're in begins to get crushed and blink out as the power of Frumlux, even in death, overwhelms the storm. As she raises it on her back legs, she raises her claws, and her breath begins to form and roll down her mouth.
I am your end.
As she breathes out, all of a sudden this hand of ice comes up. You see Mitlik Fawn's statue grab her jaw, raise up and clasp her mouth, and pierce her lips together as from her creased teeth and lips ice fires out into the air. Light illuminates. You hear the statue of Milk Fawn of Ice is glowing now, and you hear a voice echoing out from the statue that booms. It's Milk Fawn, but you hear,
You will die, demon. Now and forever be banished to the freeze beyond.
as the thunder roars. And the statue throws the back of her neck and she falls into the storm, falls back onto her toes, and then the storm just takes her in the distance. Milk Fawn's statue of ice, it still has its cracks on it. Still glows. It looks down towards you, the statue.
Faith. Hope. Change. You, Eterna. You understand all of this, yes?
I'm afraid I might have shit myself a little bit there.
You swear the statue kind of chuckles. You just...
So, thank you.
Statue goes back to the chair.
My time is few. Hear my words carefully. You were not ready. But if you take on the burden now, you will grow to be the light, the hope in winter, and the judge and arbiter of those who would betray it. Are you willing?
You hear another voice in the wind.
Are you willing?
Not Milk Fawn.
Do not take it lightly. Your choice, no matter what, he and I would respect.
Oh god, out of character, I'm so scared. Oh! Ah! What does this even mean? Ah! Repeat that again. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, he basically asked, are you really willing to take on the mantle of hope? To take on the mantle of judge for those who would wrong Winter? To take on the beacon, of light, of your faith, essentially. He's asking you, are you willing to take on the weight that it asks to show those the way? I'd be looking for wisdom of winter, essentially. More than a cleric. A prophet.
Holy shit. Okay, I am willing.
Your evolution and change will begin now. And you shall change into your more great self. The ice will guide you.
The ice statue's hand comes down towards you, and as you're standing there, the finger, the large finger, this big, comes down to your forehead.
Thank you for your hope.
Thank you. The voice in the wind speaks once more. Light from the statue down the arm to the finger passes into your head, and you lift off the ground for a second. You breathe in a breath. You feel different. Chilled, cold, refreshed, light like a snowflake. calm and quiet like the winter morning. Smooth and quick like slick ice. You feel it all. You feel the wind, the blizzard. You feel the torment and punishment of a deep freeze. You feel the danger of the blizzard at night. You feel the fear of those who are lost that you can guide. You feel the fear of those who fear winter. Those who you pity now. You feel their sorrow. No, you feel his sorrow. You feel your God's sorrow for those who fear his domain. You feel it all, Eterna. The statue no longer moves, no longer light. The storm continues to blow, the light continues to glow. The figure comes back, that blew away into snow.
You're back.
You're different.
In what way? Do I look different? I mean, I feel different, but...
His light, his hope, the candle in the storm, the hearth in the freeze, the cave in the blizzard. I see you. Otana.
Hello.
I know who you are now. You're her. You're the hope. Bring back the peace, Eterna. Please.
He looks towards one of the empty thrones.
Maybe then I'll remember. Maybe then I'll know.
The figure looks off to the distance and slinks off to the throne, just pondering. And you hear once more a voice, so soft, so quiet. Only you think you can hear it. Oh, what is it saying to you? You try to listen into the wind. You try to listen closer, further away, further and further. Who is that? Eterna. Eterna. Thank you. I'm always at your service. We are partners. Allow me to aid your burden. Shepherd those lost in winter. Free those of their fear.
Oh, jeez.
Hear my prayers to you. Eterna. You are hope. You are a warden of winter. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you too.
And slowly but surely, your bubble of light that was keeping the storm at bay starts to come back in, consuming the thrones, consuming the figure looking at the throne, consuming the statue of Milik the storm. You're once again back in the storm. And all you feel is the ice. Not fear, not danger, not cold, not chill, not even the peace necessarily. You just feel the ice. What you've done here, what you have done right now, has changed you entirely. I'll need to talk to you after our session.
Yeah!
Because that's where your thing, your little mental thing, will end for now.
Oh boy!
I'll go get them.
Yeah, go get them. Oh boy.
We done. We're done. Yep. Oh, go back in.
This is insane.
Well, that was
My
longer
arc
than
has
expected.
begun. My arc has begun.
Indeed. Indeed, indeed. They're coming.
They're on their way.
And we're back.
Yes, indeed. Welcome back.
My head.
Okay, how dead are you?
We'll see. We haven't like come back to the chamber,
Yeah.
quite yet. So
So we're gonna have like a Disney Frozen moment, right?
I mean, I feel we already did.
Yeah.
We already did have a
Kinda
Disney
did.
Frozen
Turner's like,
moment.
let it go. It's a new
It's
dress.
more. I was thinking more like when Anna turned to ice.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that's literally I referenced that. I went.
Yeah.
It's like when.
Oh yeah, that's definitely what happened.
And so now an act of true love. What the heck did you do in there?
Who did you find?
You got your sister. Your sister with ice powers.
Whoa.
Elsa,
It's her.
who's like human.
Wait.
Because Eterna's human.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Wait, okay.
That's the moral of the
What would
story.
the goblin name for Elsa be?
Elsa.
Elsa.
Ulsa.
Elsa.
Ulsa.
If the goblins are like
Baron.
Slavic.
Well, I mean,
Elsa.
They're
Yeah.
actually
now that I-
step Mongolian.
yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, yeah, goblins.
I gave
They
the
would
other
technically be like the
terms more
Vikings in a
Mongolian.
sense.
No,
Well-
they're Mongolian.
Well, yeah.
Anyway,
But
That's a whole
Bella.
that's a whole other
Bella.
conversation.
Yeah.
I forgot where I put my iPad.
So-
Oh yeah.
Hog will take
I'm
the thought.
You
so
all.
tired. I was about to fall asleep, man.
Yeah, you guys had a good break. All of you, still in the temple.
Here, don't start explaining stuff till
Yeah.
Bella can sit down so I can cut all this out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all of you are still in temple. Hopefully, Rosalie's on her way. You guys are still trying to figure this out, and yeah, Chell, Braun, you basically sort of come to the conclusion that she has to thaw.
Okay.
Command. Survive.
You cast command.
So I guess we just wait.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't know what else we could do. There's nothing.
Imagine if I just didn't do a vision. I was just like, oh no, yeah, just leave the table turned.
We just sat in here chatting for like.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
seven
no.
minutes.
The reason it took so long is you're creating a new character. I
Oh,
get it.
you're
Yeah.
rolling new stats.
Rolling these stats. Yeah, all that.
Oh my god.
His team's pretty good.
Well,
Where's Rosalie?
About now, Rosalie comes down the hallway.
Rosalie!
What is going on?
You see
What?
ice block.
Oh no, you
No,
don't
I
see.
don't.
Oh,
No, I don't.
It's cold in this room. It feels like
It
You're still a
Chell is
dragon.
like she's
Turn
like,
to ice.
She's physically turned into a magical object. She's literally ice. Not encased in ice.
Nope.
She
don't
is
worry.
ice.
She should thaw herself out within I don't know how long. Does it say how long
it
on there?
doesn't say how long. It's just a cycle. Oh,
Are you
I'm getting
fanning?
lightheaded.
Oh. I thought you were fanning a turn. I was just like, what?
I'm not fanning a turn. I'm fanning.
Yeah. She. Don't worry. She will. She drank water.
She drank the water of
Don't
winter
shake
or
your goblin's
something.
water after 4 o'clock.
She drank like the first water of snow.
Something. It's a special
Have you
water.
ever heard of anything like this?
Yeah, it's a specific religious item for
Has she
soldiers.
ever heard of anything? Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm not religious.
Don't worry. Our
I
use
can
commands
tell
about
I
it.
had the wizard who knows more about that.
I don't really have anything to help.
I don't know if I can pass out, but I think I'm gonna pass out.
It just shut down.
Maybe
Warm.
we take turns watching her.
Because we can't
Calm
leave.
down.
We can't leave her. We also have to leave her.
I'm not leaving.
We
A moment later, Folkman comes in with another Harrigan you don't know immediately. Actually, you recognize this Harrigan from the temple last night, and the chief.
Well, what seems to... Oh, wow. That seems to be the matter. What happened?
Like holding her very protectively.
She drank water.
She drank
What
the
is this place?
she drank some kind of
sacred water that was in the bowl that now is frozen.
Drank some stale water and he turned to ice.
it's some sacred holy water to be frost
Followers
god of
Obviously,
winter.
we have no idea this room was here.
Yes, and none of our records states this room being here, just the wall of ice.
We figured it was some sort of prayer space.
She opened it up by saying the sacred mantra from Zolfos. And of course, I went in there I was able to sneak in with her and saw it happen, and then she just turned to ice.
I mean,
She seemed to be okay for a split second, but then all of a sudden, she was a statue.
Falkland talks to the other Harrigan in the room that's not the chief. This is someone with like a witch's hat, the cone and the brim, but the bunny ears coming through.
How cute.
They're like whispering to each other.
Well, I don't really know what I can do, Master. I mean, she's an object of ice. She's not a person. Well, I mean, she was a person, obviously. That's not what I mean. But, like, now she's not. I can't really do anything about that. He's like,
But have any of our studies, like, ever mentioned this location?
let me think. No.
Now that you think about it, I haven't heard about it either. But I do remember legends saying that these mountains were inhabited by, in ancient times, inhabited by dragon worshippers and some other small faith groups. So I guess it makes sense that there would be something like this here.
But the text here is from like thousands of years ago.
Yes, that would have been before
Before-
the freeze.
Before the freeze.
And our records definitely don't go back to that time. Just word of mouth and legends.
I mean, she's one of the few worshippers left, is she not?
Of Zolfos.
Really? She's a worshipper.
She's a cleric, yes.
Wouldn't that mean that he wouldn't want to kill her?
That's what they said.
Preferably
She's
not.
not dead.
That's why I'm saying she isn't gonna die. She's gonna survive this, considering if she doesn't, I don't know how many left there are, but there will be one less.
That's why there's so few.
It's probably she
He keeps murdering
took
his
the
clerics.
polyretic
Spies
because it is too
Turn
powerful
out.
for her.
I will show you all about
Some kind of religious journey, do mentally, and hopefully she dethaws.
I like how she's just like stuck in this.
She should be fine then. I don't know what
I
else we can do.
Hope so. That's our best guess at this point.
I do like your confidence, knowing that your friend might just be stuck as ice forever.
I don't
Can you leave? Do you have anything useful?
Well, if I
pretty sure
had to say something,
they were asked to come.
if I had to suggest something for my younger friend, it would be to cushion her, make sure your friend doesn't shatter, bind her in some sort of cloth, keep her here, I suppose. Don't move her too much. No heat around her. Maybe explore this place a little more. Maybe there's some sort of secret here that could help. I don't know.
I looked around. I didn't really see anything like that, but
I can look for trapdoors. I used to be an adventurer back in the day. Tell you.
I look for trapdoors.
Yes. I took an arrow to the knee. How'd you know?
I look
my
for
God,
trapdoors and
it
trapdoors only.
Come
Took
think adventure.
an arrow to the knee.
Bunny took an arrow to the knee.
18.
18. There's not a trapdoor. There is a mechanical thing. There is some sort of object. You look over
Yes,
to
I
one
know I
of the-
see indigo.
Well, there's two of them now. But
Yeah, I guess you got two.
You'll get one of these reliefs. There's actually something here. Funny enough, yeah. Let me see when you find it.
with that.
On one of these reliefs where it is Zolfos pouring this water into people's bowls, essentially. Zolfos' eyes, which is a side view, so there's only one eye, is a sapphire, some sort of like a light. No, it's like a light blue gemstone, if anything. It looks like it's a button.
Oh no. Oh no.
Poke.
As you're looking up, on over there, as you press it,
Did I hear a click?
Yeah,
What did you just do?
it's a button. Or something, I don't know.
So the
I'll
first thing you thought of
I'll put,
Is there
I'll put an
any-
arm
it's like he's been
over-
dungeon
I'm
before.
Does she hear? Do I hear
Forgive me.
any like?
Perception check.
Like
I mean,
shielding her.
To be fair, Braun has never heard the guy.
That was a nat 20.
Oh.
Hold on. Frick! I have blue on my hands right now. It won't read
Use
my.
your pinkies.
I might have a 13 in wisdom, but he's not the wisest guy.
Hold on. It is a struggle right now. It is not sensing my fingertips fully.
What are you rolling?
Huh?
What's happening?
Perception.
Perception. 29.
Wow.
Nat 20, 29.
Wow.
Okay, with a 29,
Yes, you do hear something going on in the walls.
you hear a series of clicking and some sort of shifting of stone. Not truly metal. No, this is like some sort of like archaic like weight mechanism. Yeah, you get a pretty good sense. There's like weights on some sides. Something heavy's moving. And then you look around and it's centered in this wall over here. And one of the walls, this is a 4-pointed star room, but it's like not sharp points, they come to like rounded tips. Near one of these tips, there's actually like shrines in each of them, like little shrines, little statues. One of them each has a statue of a winged figure. One does not have a statue, it simply has a depiction of a snowflake of silver. But it could be silver, might not be. It's attached to the stone. But that snowflake, you see the wall behind it open up, and the snowflake sinks into the ground. And you realize that button opened like a little divot in the wall back there, a little compartment.
Starts walking to it.
And there is an object
Hold
without
on.
dust on it. It is an object perfectly sealed, perfectly tested, lasts the test of time, sitting on a little.
Don't you
wooden
dare touch
platform.
that.
Well, he has to take magic up still, I think.
I do.
Ragdoll against the wall.
Yeah.
It is magical.
What school?
A lot?
Abjuration. You see a cube made of ice with little metal tips on the edges,
Is it the same as the
like the one you
another
found
one.
in a bag.
Can they
It's
even,
frozen.
can
All
they
that time
even
ago. It looks
touch
frozen. It looks like a block.
No,
of
no, we're
cube
talking
ice.
about the other one. It's
The other one
frozen.
It's frozen in the
That
bag of
one's
holding.
Oh.
This one's frozen. It looks like a block of ice.
It's another one of the cubes that Eterna found.
Did we ever determine what that cube
No.
was?
Can we give it to
Wait, you guys
Put it
know about
on
this
her?
thing? Do you want me to?
Don't touch
it! Don't touch it!
You will burn
He
yourself.
dies instantly.
I will go ahead. I'll go over to it just to get a closer look
I
real
am
quick.
waiting for you to actually activate the disintegration. That would be an exit for Ron.
There's like no like obvious magical trap.
What a way to go.
Right?
What a way to go.
Does it look like it's on some kind of plate that
It's on a
might be weighted?
wooden like cylinder, like a little wooden base. This cube is about 6 inches by 6 inches by 6 inches.
I'm gonna quickly see if it's like pressure, like a pressure plate or
Investigation,
traps.
please. Do you have any proficiency with trap tools?
Can I?
No.
These tools? No.
Can
Okay.
Rosalie come over and try to help and give advantage by like listening for stuff and basically using her other senses that
Sure. 2 people can fit over here, just barely. Investigation with advantage.
Oh no.
It's a 1 to 2.
Oh
Hey, you have a point of inspo.
I do not.
Oh, that's right.
So that's a 10.
I'm so sorry. Well,
I'm really glad I gave you the advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
as you look at it, it just looks like an old chunk of wood. It looks like a little cold block, like the one you've seen before, setting on a little display plate, basically.
Yeah.
Let me get a good look at it.
I will say there is writing on this back.
Yeah, let me look at
Do I
it.
recognize what the rating is?
It's similar to what you've been seeing on the walls that you can't really read.
Can you come and read this?
Yes, scooch. Scooch, scooch.
Rosalie
Alright.
will move out of the way as well.
Alright, I'm reading. What's it say?
Written on the walls is, if ice melts and snow falls, thawing will release the truth. It's not really a riddle so much as it is
A statement.
a statement that anyone who knew what this was would understand. But it's probably meant to confound those who don't know what this is.
I am like taking off my cloak and putting it underneath,
It's a good idea.
like so in case she like shifts, it's not
Her
the
ear
ground.
just
Release
comes off.
the truth, you said?
It says, if ice melts and snow falls, thawing will release the truth.
The first thing we read said, find the truth. So she's found it when we thaw her out and now release it?
I feel like we should not help thaw. I feel like
No.
Not help
I
her
just-
thaw,
yes.
but maybe giving her this cube.
I would think that she
her the
needs to take the cube.
Either that or maybe we thaw the cube? Or
Do
she
not
thaws the
touch
cube?
it.
She thaws the cube.
Yeah, wait, do not touch anything until she wakes back up.
This might be what wakes her up, though.
I mean, what wasn't do is just put it back.
Was that a sentence?
I said
We don't know.
the one thing we could do is just put it back.
Okay, I heard you. I didn't hear a single. I thought it sounded like garbled. I mean, English.
I was like,
Garbled English to me.
Well, we don't know if, like, we don't think it's trapped, but that doesn't mean that we aren't just missing something. We're in a temple.
Could I look around and do my own investigation check?
sure.
There could be magic beyond our comprehension that could be monitoring.
Yeah, this is a 12.
Nothing necessarily new.
I would be not wanting to touch that, especially after visiting that other one and seeing the dead corpse with the cube. I know we don't think that he was killed maybe directly by taking it, but still.
Well, he was
He was crushed by
Follower of the
different
faith.
giants.
He was killed by one of the giants.
Still say that I would not want to touch it. Just be careful.
This might be outlandish, but I want to try to pray to either Milikfon or Zolfos.
An interesting
Development.
development here.
Can I help her?
And who are you bringing to?
Milikfon or Volfos?
Are you addressing it like that? What's your prayer?
What?
What's your prayer?
What do you pray?
What do you pray?
Can I help her?
Yeah, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and pray.
Yeah, that's what she's asking. Is
That's her
she's
prayer.
praying? And
I'm
she's
praying
saying,
the words, can I
Since
help
you
her?
didn't do it in Indigo's voice, I had no idea. I thought you were asking me, Trevor, for the
No,
right to pray.
I do the little frozen tear thing.
Okay.
And I go, can I help her? But in my head.
Yeah. You say a prayer. You feel the cold air of this room. You feel the presence of your allies. It's a chill that you aren't comfortable with in this room. The cold and the stillness. And yeah, that feeling of not knowing what's going to happen sticks with you. It doesn't seem to be doing anything right now.
I'm going to not touch the cube, but put my hand above it, see if its magic fluctuates or changes with my presence.
Doesn't seem so, though you do feel that the cube is cold. You can tell that obviously. It is ice.
well, this is definitely, I think, something she needs to touch. I think we just need to give it time. We could give it a day until tomorrow morning, maybe in the middle of the night something happens. But until then, I genuinely don't know what else we can do.
I want to see if I couldn't move the cube closer to her, if bringing it, not touching her with it, but near her, will cause some kind of reaction or change in magic indicating that it was meant to do that.
I mean, I can pick it up if you need.
It will give
Don't
you
you
severe
dare.
burns.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who else would you want?
I would.
I already have.
I do have.
I already have armor with Agathis on. I'll probably take a little bit of burns.
Mage hand if push comes to shove, but I really don't think it's a smart idea to touch it. I would say we give her time, and if she doesn't improve, then we move it. I would not say the other way around.
I'm sorry, Gaislin, but I'm more inclined to believe Rosalie at the moment. We can try that later as time goes on, but we can give it an hour or two and then try to bring it closer to her. Because we also don't know if, truthfully, if we move it, will this whole temple just fall down? Because the room used to be full of ice and it was destroyed when she drank and, well, turned to ice. But
It might be one of the only things holding this place still together. don't know.
That wasn't the place with the last temple.
Okay, but there also wasn't a wall of ice there. We have no idea about this. I would say we err on the side of caution.
I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to reach into my bag, and I will pull out the divining bones.
Okay. You do so. You got the bones.
I got the bones, and I kind of find like a
You got the bones that are not boneless. The boneless bones.
take a brief moment to kind of hold in my hands, and
Okay.
I will begin to ritually cast augury.
Agree.
Casting a divine
To a
spell in a temple. To not your god.
Yeah, I was gonna say to not the right god.
I'm seeing if it specifies I can do anyone or.
Is it woe and
Wheel, woe.
Woe and wait. No.
No, it's just wheel and woe.
That's right.
It's just yes and no's.
Yeah, it's basically yes, or basically says within the next 30 minutes if I take some action, wheel or woe, or nothing.
Yeah.
And I kind of slowly go through this process. Hala, Divina via Primisit. Now I kind of slowly begin doing the 10-minute casting.
Okay.
Ron is looking at him and actually trying to study what he's doing. Because he wants to learn that spell, but that's something he can't do right
He's
now.
just doing a lot of this for a little bit. You know?
Yeah, just.
Alright, come on.
Baby needs a new pair of shoes.
Gotta toss those bones out.
Oh, that was snake eyes on me.
Does anyone want to do anything else while he finishes this, or should I just go to it? He's done with it.
I'm just holding a turnip.
Yeah, just go sit next to a Tanner.
Okay. Okay.
Be like, no, Tanner.
And at the end of it, as it's about to finish up, I will ask my query. What should happen, or what will happen, when I bring this cube to Eterna?
That's not a yes or no.
Or, or what?
It's wheel or woe.
Wheel or
yes.
woe?
So it's
not
basically
yes
good
or
or
no.
bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I bring the cube?
Yeah, should I bring the cube to Eterna?
Yeah.
I mean, just
No.
will it be wheelful or woeful
As
to bring the
you
cube?
sense out, you finish this, and you read the bones on the ground of the follower who has long since died, who now use their bones to conjure the spirits. Speaking with the ancestral mages, it seems they call you with a sense of negativity, a woe in this case. It is bad to bring that cube over to her.
Imagine that.
Alright, understandable.
But you should still try it.
No.
Hey Eterna, hot potato.
Death by cube.
I can finally make that meme.
Oh my gosh.
With
What?
Yes. Nothing.
nothing.
I would love
That
it.
was just for Haven.
I would love it if one of the characters
I'm so
just like
scared.
touched something and ragdolls the group.
Like Skyrim.
Just
Alright.
Yeah.
Yamcha.
Instead of launching an orb into a cow, I catapult a cube into an Eterna.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyway.
As you're just pondering this and really trying to take a
Pondering the
moment.
cube.
Pondering the cube. As you're thinking about this and you get the woe, and once it's not what you want to receive, there's a moment for all of you where this room just feels incredibly cold, like the temperature does drop, like noticeably. And it feels a little more creepy, a little more bad, a little more sickly. And you swear you do hear this sort of in the wind as it rumbles against the stone. And maybe the light of that disc that hangs from the roof, maybe it dims slightly.
No.
It's just off-putting.
Indigo, I'm guessing you're not leaving.
No.
And is there anyone else in here besides us? Like the typical party?
The three Harrigans are still here.
didn't
They're
leave.
actually observing they haven't seen this room before.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I telepathically send you a message. Since you don't need to eat, I think the three of us remaining, not the captain, should probably go get something to eat that's getting,
That's fine.
So,
Also,
Braun is gonna ping for Celestial Fiends and Undead.
should
Just
time
when he heard that
pass,
noise.
you should not give the cube to Eterna.
okay. Glad to talk to you after
You
that.
feel undead around you.
You guys just hear Braun go.
What?
You good?
You swear you can see the eyes and the walls move, earth leaves.
Undead. A lot of undead or a little undead? Because I would feel how many things.
It's a big presence of undead, but it may not be one. No, sorry, it may not be many.
Might just be one.
And as you're looking around space, taking it all in, John.
Concerned.
John!
John, you're
John's here! John, you're here.
Ron, as you look around the space and take it all in, as you're getting a sense, as you sort of bring it up to them, you look around the space and you look back to the relief on the wall where the eye of not Milk Phone, but Zolvos
Because you
is.
poked his
And
eye.
that eye is no longer there. Instead, there's an eye in blue, and it's staring right at you.
Like a human eye?
No. An eye with a slit, like a monster. And as soon as you look away, it's gone. Its presence. It's like a shadow on the walls. The eyes seem to shift and glance at the party.
Braun's just gonna take his
oregano.
No.
Braun's just gonna take his glaive out, and you just see him following whatever shadow he's more than likely seeing.
What are you doing?
Please be careful with that.
1 second.
Oh god, please don't snap the wall.
Did you say that there was undead in the area?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
You see him looking at. Look, more likely. Do they see the darker spots as
Oh,
well?
I get it now. Never
As
mind.
you're pointing it out, there is some of you.
I'm suddenly
You
understanding.
probably wouldn't be able, because it's all visual in this case. There is a shadow. The walls seem to thicken with the shadow. The eyes of these mosaics seem to stare at you like a scary piece of art. The cold air is a little stronger.
We do not know if this is a protector, though.
I see
It
your
very
point.
well might be.
Could be.
If you grabbed the cube, I'm guessing it would come out and fight us because it is protecting
And it's possible.
a holy item.
That
Do
might
you
be
understand
tied
us?
to it.
He's gonna start speaking out to the fog. Do you understand us?
When I was divining, I just know that I had asked if bringing the cube to Eterna would bring something good or something bad. It would bring misfortune of some sort. Whether that's to Eterna or to us, I'm not sure.
Alright.
This might be a protector of sorts.
Yeah. Well,
Braun's just gonna keep his eye on it and follow it wherever it is.
Okay.
you know, could I re-inspect the reliefs?
You may.
Not necessarily for the monster, but Ichel's getting ideas at the moment. Is investigation? Or
Yeah, if you're
So-
just doing the reliefs, yeah, I'll say investigation. What are you still trying to look
That's
for?
a nat 20.
Whoa.
Plus 5.
What are you trying to pull for the reliefs, you think?
I'm trying to see if it's changed, if any of the reliefs have changed, or if there's any new text. Maybe the shadow is like trying to highlight certain parts of the relief or something, trying to talk to us or something. Just any changes.
Okay. Okay.
Because I feel like Ichel has heard stories from like the elders from growing up in Zumel of certain like temples having moving walls and such that would tell us tale, but she assumed those were like fictional.
Fair. You're looking around the space, and you're like really taking it all in. You definitely start to see things that Ron's seeing maybe. And you feel the presence without having the detection, this chill fear. The angles on the reliefs look a little sharper, look more dangerous. The humanoids look a little more fierce and angry. The spirit is here of something, and there's this primal fear in your heart almost, and this chill that blows through you. And sorry, specifically as well, the you said something about the. You said again. What were you looking for?
It's okay.
Yeah.
Trevor's having an aneurysm.
Oh.
I'm trying to see if either one, the reliefs have changed.
Yeah.
Two, if the creature, or if it is a creature, moving across is like trying to tell us something through the walls.
Gotcha. You definitely get a feeling of that. The reliefs haven't necessarily changed, but the light, the way it's bending right now, the way your vision's being manipulated by the chill, in a way, makes the reliefs look like they're changing. It's an illusion, if anything. There is an attitude to this presence where in the 4 points, in the 4 rounded corner points of this 4 stars shaped room, they get pretty wide and they narrow out to about 5 feet at the very end where they round out. This sort of presence, this power. You're like being a medium right now. You're like sensing
Yeah,
out.
essentially.
The shadow seems to cloak and eat. The shadow seems to consume and cover the 4 corners. Specifically, every corner that snowflake wasn't in, as that snowflake is no longer there. No, I'm talking about the reliefs of 3 angels of Zolfast in each point. You see the shadow cloak in a cold, consuming, dark shadow. They cover these 3 angels. Their names on the angel statues, because they do have plaques, they do have names carved onto them. They seem to be consumed. Except for maybe milk fawns. You do notice one relief that seems a little more out of it. But it's like this shadow's all consuming, this cold is all consuming, this presence is strengthening, flowing, covering, conquering. And as you're like really getting there, yes,
How is Ori reacting to this presence?
skittish, hiding into you, curling up. It's too cold, too scared, too frightening.
She's gonna speak out in Draconic, actually. Are you a defender of this temple?
Doesn't seem like there's a response. Doesn't seem like anything changes for you when you hear Rosalie say that. Tell you what, I want you to make a insight roll with advantage.
An advantage?
Disadvantage.
Ah.
Disadvantage. Disadvantage.
Well, that was really good then. 19 and 17. So 17 plus 6. 23?
Damn.
No.
All right.
Alright.
Alright.
Though there is no voice that speaks back to you, it's almost like the way your voice echoes out. It's not smothered. No, the other voices aren't smothered like the wind of a blizzard blowing through. Other voices are flattened, muted, hidden from you. When you speak out in the sort of Klingon, the Draconic tongue, the voice seems to carry a little bit, but there's no response. That's about it. You, the bird fly by. Oh, the bird's in the temple. As you're looking at
The bird of the temple, no.
as you're looking at the shadow consuming.
The shadow got the bird.
As the shadow continues to consume, she says something. Shadow doesn't stop, but you hear her voice over everyone else's, which is muted, silent. It's like your focus has been tunneled. Like you have tunnel vision because of what's going on right now.
Yes.
It's like there's your prey. This presence is activating your internal instincts. And as the shadow grows in the loom and the darkness becomes so cold, as you all begin to see your breath, everything stops. The cold is gone. Just a refreshing chill of wind in the air. No more haunting, no more presence, no more shadow, no more smothering of anything. And you see and hear water roll down as you see a wet Eterna laying down wrapped in cloth in front of this little altar where she drank the water. As Eterna, you're coming to.
Okay, you're back.
I rush over, bruh.
I told you she would be fine.
Rushes over and hugs her.
Oh,
Oh, darling.
I like the hug sort of everyone.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
What
Why'd
the
you take so long?
was that?
I was somewhere else. I was in a blizzard.
You took too long.
I wasn't ready, but I'm different now.
In fact, you don't feel necessarily too much of a warmth from her as you did before.
What?
You don't feel her body's warmth really too much.
She's got a ball.
It's no balls. She has balls, but like I'm telling you that she's not hot. Her body's ice cold, but she definitely lost heat.
I'm sorry, you're no longer hot.
Damn.
No! Ichal, what did you do?
I didn't do anything.
You took it.
The positive is failure.
I'm different. Oh, it was
What happened?
It was terrifying and exhilarating and everything. I was in a storm. There was a bug man.
A bug man.
He was like a icy blue bug guy. He seemed like an alright guy. He said he was what did he say he was?
It's hard to recall. It almost feels like a dream in a moment. Like it almost feels like a dream, but you think that voice in your head was saying something about remembering the feeling of the wind to the south, the flat ice sheets, so white, so pure that they reflected the sun's glory. That they didn't say who they were. They just said what they remembered.
He was reminiscing about winter to the south, the ice, all of it. And then he vanished in the cloud of snow and told me to run, and I hid behind the throne. There were 3 thrones. One of them had Milikfan on it, and then the other 2 were in crumbles. And then I hid, and there was a monster out there, and it
Was it a dragon?
was Frilmox.
Oh.
Telling me to kneel, and I didn't, because fuck Frilmox.
Fair.
So that's who was staring at me.
She was staring at you.
There was something in the walls of shadow.
Oh yeah, no. Wait, did you guys not see the?
I did.
Okay, you saw the eye was a natural eye.
Was it an actual eye?
Yeah, it was a natural eye with a slit down. It looked draconic, So
Well,
Or it was acting how she does around dragons, so.
Frilmox was
Should we leave?
yelling at me. Well, Milikfon kind of grabbed her by the snout and threw her out. So,
That's pretty cool.
but she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna freeze everything. I'm gonna make it eternal winter." And I was like, "I'm never gonna let that happen, and I'm going to spread." Stuff happened, but
You gave your heroine speech, yes.
Sure, I did. But then she was gonna kill me, but I was like, I think this is a dream. So I think I'll be fine. Not everything felt kind of super real.
You turned into a block of ice.
I what?
Was it
you are a literal
Is your
block of
ice?
I am a little wet right now.
You have no bug.
Here,
you
just-
physically
just-
turn into a ice magical item.
I take the water off of her, just with shape water.
Thank you.
Oh, for funny point of order, I will say once you take the water off, there's some water that doesn't leave her. There's some flecks of ice that are on her cheeks, like little freckles, like little sparkling little pieces of ice. That
Do I have to update her
Aesthetic.
damn
Oh yeah.
character art?
Oh yeah.
Oh god fucking damn
But
it.
I talked to Milikfan and to Zolfast afterward.
You got to talk to the man himself?
Well, he was there. He was there. Present. I could hear his voice on the wind. But I'm different now. Somehow, he asked me if I was interested in like being like. Everything is a bit of a blur. It feels a bit like a dream now. If I was like wanted to be like the hope
Like an
of
emissary?
winter.
Like an emissary or
like a warden of some kind. And I said yes. So I don't know what that means. I don't know what's changed exactly.
Well, you're colder for that.
Guess
Trevor.
you'll find out.
Sure, I will. Feels like we're all changing
Oh yes.
rapidly.
Yes.
Wait.
Speaking of
There's a cube
Yeah,
supposedly you're supposed to touch?
another
There is a
one,
cube.
a second one for you to
Oh,
get.
one of. I check my bag of holding.
Yeah, no, new one. I
It
poked your
looks
gun
the
in the
same.
eye and
It looks
popped
like
out.
the bag of holding. Okay, good.
It looks like the one in the back one. The other
Be
two
careful what you
already
say,
Okay.
or now you might get smited.
I literally had to. Okay, so you see that statue over there? I had to poke
Yes.
your god's eye in order for that to pop out.
You poked him in the eye?
Yes,
All right.
Then the
He
dragon
let you do
started.
because I noticed it was a button.
Oh,
Also, I think
And also, why
just
are
from
you
what
guys?
I read on the shadow sections of the wall, it did relay some sort of historical message. At least that was my interpretation. Is that if that presence that we felt was Philmarx or the ghost of Philmarx or something, I think it was heavily implying that Philmarx killed the other two angels.
yes. Well, she was. Her heart, where her heart was carved out.
Yes.
So, in my, like, vision thing.
Mm-hmm.
So she was, like, dead, but trying to come back.
Yes, but the shadows covered up every other depiction of not Milikfon. The other two.
Yes. I don't know what I can do about that.
Well, I'm just saying that if you didn't know what happened to the other two,
Yes.
that's probably what happened, based on what I saw.
Is there a
Right.
point that those cubes maybe have like memories or something in them?
Maybe.
Because you said something about truth. The truth will be revealed.
Oh, yeah,
Yes, there's writing
it had
over
your
here
motto
that
and then
says,
something about thawing out.
It says thawing will release the truth.
Is that what we have to do with these?
I
Maybe.
don't know.
I may have. I should probably pray on that. Actually, now that I think about it.
I mean, maybe just hold it in your hand and think about it thawing. Just
Either
to try.
way.
I do remember you guys did identify the original box.
Yes.
You did receive information about it that was in the form of some sort of riddle.
I don't.
What was that riddle again?
Well,
Yeah.
let me go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and like go over to
The box.
the cube,
The cube.
the cube,
The cube.
the Rubik's cube, and I'm gonna look at it, look at the platform it's on, and kind of gauge whether it's safe for me to take this.
Okay. Yeah. You look at it. I'll tell you this. You don't need to really inspect it. You feel a sense. You have a gut feeling that you can take it.
Fine sense.
All right, I will simply. I'll touch it.
Touch it. It feels cold, but doesn't hurt.
Okay. I'll take it. I'll put it in the bag of hold. Well, actually, no. I take it back out.
Don't confuse it with the other one.
I look at it. I inspect it.
Roll like a. Yeah, roll an investigation roll, I guess.
Roll investigation.
Yeah.
We'll see how. No, we're using the blue one this time.
Just adjust your DC for this.
You might not be necessary. That's a natural one.
Oh, that's funny. You're,
Plus 0,
You got
so.
some water in your eye after the transformation. You know,
Yeah.
You're not really doing too good with this one. You're like,
but
I'm
Headache
still
now.
a little freaked out from
Yeah.
Philmox.
You're also really dehydrated.
You got a little freezer burn.
I need water. I will do this later when I'm not feeling so.
Crap.
Yes. Well, great.
You know,
All right, let's go.
I wonder, because with like spells and stuff with wizards, the more people that you have, the stronger a spell is. What would happen if I helped you with an identify ritual?
I don't know.
You definitely know that doing identify, if you're a follower in a temple as a cleric, is actually empowered. Like certain spells are empowered in your places of worship,
Remember that
especially
was a
in
thing
key
in
locations.
last
So
campaign.
it seems like if we do it here in the temple, it would be empowered. But I do want to talk to the people of town about not disturbing.
You do see from behind all of them the three little Harrigan, and the chief does actually step up on that note and says,
Yes, this place seems a little bit out of our depth. I've seen someone can turn to solid ice somehow. We had no idea this was here.
Yes, well, it was. I went through the ice. I'm not sure if once we leave, all of the ice will come back, or if it will stay like this.
the mage bunny speaks up, not the priest, the mage bunny.
It is quite interesting, all the things here, but I fail to understand much of this at all.
It is a temple of my faith, Zolfast, the god of winter.
Your friend did say you worship the god Winter, which is quite unique, but...
Not a lot of people.
Excuse me. I definitely...
Bless you.
Thank you. I definitely support...
Empowered!
No, he
You're
caught. No, he caught a cold.
Yeah.
Well,
I definitely seem to have a new respect for this location that we didn't know existed before.
yes, well, I would. I don't know what you are. Obviously, the other part of the temple has been converted, but and I don't know if I would like to ask if you could leave this temple the way it is. Well, at least this part of the temple.
I'm sure that we can make an argument that this section should be reserved for peace and tranquility of its own. I'm sure that could be something we could do.
Yes, I mean, there aren't a lot of temples to Zolfast left after.
This one seems in miraculous condition.
Yes, well, it was sealed up.
Frozen in time, you would say.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good one.
There's the story.
Michelle's getting all these.
Yeah.
That's an episode name.
Story bits. Yes. But that was all I was wanting to ask. But it seems like if we did cast Identify in here, or at least if I cast Identify in here, it would be better, but I'm not sure.
I mean, do you know how to do the identify ritual?
I do not. At least not right now.
I don't think clerics get it.
No,
Not this identify spell.
Trevor has.
I know, it's just...
Well, it was
She would have to learn
You guys cast Identify earlier, or the other people that were in that circle with you guys, they were technically all casters that had Identify, but there's an argument to be made you could help lead Eterna through the process in this temple.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be Eterna casting the spell, but there might be something you could do for that.
Okay.
Did we not have an item of Identify, or am I losing my mind?
The reason why I'm saying that it has to be Eterna is because I don't think the rest of us can get it, and I don't think an item would work.
No, I'm saying an item of Identify if she uses the item.
I think she would need to go through the ritual.
I don't think any of us have an item that. Do we?
No, I don't.
No, I don't think so.
I must be losing my mind then.
Alright, well, can you get started so we can get out of here?
I mean, going through the full ritual is an hour-long process.
Oh goodness. I was telling him to go. I love you, Eterna, but we didn't know how long you were going to be frozen, and I was getting quite parched.
Yes, well,
I was going to go get
I'm
lunch
so incredibly thirsty right now.
because we did not.
Yeah,
We
I
didn't
think I
eat
have a-
lunch.
I
We
think I have some
went
left over.
straight to the
Thank you.
store and then here, and I'm kind of hungry.
If you need more, I have a water skin.
Until
okay
Rosalie
for
has
now.
to go do the thing with the.
Probably like 2 hours.
I'm gonna.
If we
go
start
over.
now, then we would be able to do it before I have to go.
Should we? I mean,
if I know it's not important to any of you. She starts like backing off a little bit. I know it's not as important to all of you, but I can go get food and I can bring you a nice snack. What would you like? What food? You've gone through so much. What would you like, darling? I'll just choose for you. How about that?
something meaty.
All right then.
Alright, well, actually, I am very
Yes.
hungry now
Yes.
that I think about it. Being turned into
We'll
ices.
do that to you. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, I'll join you. I'll grab food with you.
Oh,
I
God.
can show you the best places to
Oh,
buy this food,
lovely.
Says the chief.
All right. Well, I'll go do that. Rosalie, what would you do? Anything that you would like? Or do you want to just bring something?
Just anything is fine.
All right. Kaizen, are you staying or going?
I'll stay.
Oh.
Kaizen can help with the
You
ritual.
want fries and a milkshake?
I would love fries.
Michelle taking down everyone's Whataburger order.
Burger, double patties. I'm very
No black pepper
I
for
don't know if they
Rosalie.
have one in the village, but can you get canes?
Canes. It was everyone's order. It was everyone's when this recording is
nine.
when this recording is over, I'm asking everyone what all the fictional like orders are for like
Characters,
a
yeah.
restaurant.
Oh
It's
my
so
gosh.
funny. I
Yeah.
love those.
You guys should go to Behold a Burger.
Behold a burger.
Behold the burger.
Yes.
But yeah, so
Beholder
some
King.
of you split
I
off.
got a coupon.
Some of you stick around. Those who are sticking around, you two, are you also helping?
Yes.
So
Pick
you
out the
three
cube.
won. Well,
I'm
I-
just
I-
loitering.
As usual.
I'm keeping an eye on the walls,
Fair.
actually.
The priest is staying here too.
Kind of look a little paranoid.
Yeah, the other Harrigan has left with the chief, but the priest is staying here. Folkman.
Sorry.
He like hears you, he's like, oh no, okay. But yeah, okay. So as everyone else gets in the minivan to go get the food, you guys have a van.
And Jill's the only one with the license.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has the van. It's her van.
You three set up a ritual circle. Normally rituals can be one person. Yeah, but whenever channeling magic together as casters, especially when you're dipping your toes into other caster varieties like a
Yes.
cleric, it's important that you make a circle to cycle the magic between each other. So, you sit around in a circle. Is there anything you would like to specifically do in hopes of maybe improving this?
You want to go first?
I was gonna say for this one, Ori is not sitting on Rosalie. Ori is probably actually over near Indigo because she would be like, no, you go over here.
Keep an eye out for frill monks with me.
But she would
what are
specifically
you gonna
want
do
Eterna
if she
to
shows
be
up?
holding the
You'll die, I guess.
Have a paladin
want
with
them to hold-
smites.
So,
Sorry, she's-
Eterna, essentially, you move the cube to Eterna to hold?
Yeah.
Or both cubes, or just, I guess the one you picked up, yeah.
I presume that we're only doing the one.
It's,
Yeah.
it's either one or the set, and we're assuming it's
No,
kind
let's
of
do the one.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do the new one actually.
Yeah, the new one.
We
That's
want
what I
to do the
figured.
new one, yeah.
Yeah, and kind of as you're getting it set up, I'll probably briefly take out my scroll and try to any words or incantations that Eterna might need to know, or the process of going through it. I'll probably scribe it down quickly and have it open so that they can see while we're going through the process. And also, since this, even though we are identifying which is more wizardly, we are still wanting Eterna to do it, which is more clerical. So during this process, I will be burning incense.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask, is anyone wanting to sacrifice something for this ritual?
Like a
Material.
finger? What?
Yeah, you want to give me blood? You?
don't think you want my blood.
Probably not. How about that heart?
Do you? I don't have a whole lot.
I can just imagine.
I'm not gonna sacrifice like my holy symbol.
No.
Or...
Sacrifice the other cube.
No, it's just like if you had like magical materials, stones, like some crystals.
I have a hand axe and a mace.
Probably not gonna help in this case, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't really have anything.
I have some rations.
Like
I
I
would say
don't. I don't.
consumable magic items do count, and you did just pick up some potions. No, they're back at the barn.
Yeah.
We have the potions that
But-
you gave us, though.
Yeah, you got the
Potions
blood ones.
are consumables, which would count something you could sacrifice easily.
In
Just
this
throw, like,
case,
one
since
in
I guess saying this is more clerical, would incense also work in this case?
Yes.
You know,
How
you got
much?
those pocket potions.
Oh, the little
Sample
shot
sizes,
glasses.
yeah.
And we do have
Oh yeah, I forgot we
The little baby pocket
We
potions.
shoved
Sample
all of
potions.
Shoved them into your bag.
into the bag of holding.
You like
It's something.
you had your purse on the weekends with the sample cart, and you went.
Would sample potions help?
Probably.
I
It would
grab
probably
all of the sample potions out. There's like 50.
Yeah, you grab all the little cups and shot glasses.
That's probably enough.
Well, they're very minuscule. Like each of them is equivalent of like 1/50th of a potion.
You have
So-
50, so there's one potion.
Yeah, I was
There
gonna
weren't
say
that
one
many, I
potion.
don't think.
Well, it's one healing potion. You know, it's not like a turn on nose identify. Just the more you give up in magic, the stronger the spell can be.
She'll give up her blood healing potion that Braun gave her, mostly because she doesn't want to have it anyways.
You don't know
I
what
thought she was about to say her blood. I was like,
your blood.
that. Yeah.
No, she
Get real.
she doesn't want to drink it anyways, so
Yeah.
she's just gonna be like, I'm just.
Oh, I see. You took those extracurricular activities at class. The dark arts.
Bloodletting.
The dark magic arts. Okay, how about you, cousin?
I will be doing some incense. Let's see, what else do I actually have that's...
How much incense?
Let me see how much I have access to right now. If I have anything else magical that...
even knows what
Indigo,
I'm
do
doing.
you have anything that might count towards this? Healing, incense, anything of the sorts?
Open up their chest, take the little amulet.
Yeah, I was like, my heart. No.
Now that would be meaningful.
Yeah.
You take my heart.
I don't think so.
How much does Find Familiar take?
50.
Or no,
Sorry,
25.
Yeah, 25. Yeah.
25.
I mean, can I like cast a healing spell into it? I don't know.
No, I mean, from our knowledge, would adding indigo make this way too complicated, or would just another magic user to pour magic into?
If indigo doesn't know identify, it's actually a penalty.
Okay.
Yeah, so no, not in this case.
I'm kind of a magic item.
You want to sacrifice?
I don't think that's a smart idea unless you would. No.
If you guys sacrifice indigo, I promise you, you'll learn what the cube is.
You know what, actually?
Just. Alright, let's go.
The DM guaranteed something. So that's,
I'll just lay down in the middle.
Turn around and
Is the
go look into
sleeping
the
powder
bright
that she
light.
bought
Count the
magical?
roses.
Is the sleeping powder magical?
Is that the
The dreamer sleeping powder.
Oh no. Yeah, that one's a
I feel like the
mixer.
No, it's just powdered
The
form of
equivalent.
chloroform.
Oh my god. The equivalent of 2
That's
healing
melatonin.
potions
I feel like we've got
and some
enough.
incense.
I'll put a little bit of incense in. I want to save some of it for either Sadu or for...
I just need to know how much gold it is.
I'll do the last bit from the last time I used it, which was for your bringing Ori back. And I had 3 gold pieces left over.
So 3 golds for incense, a blood potion. Is there something else?
50
And mine.
Yeah,
The little
the
tiny
pocket of potion shot
pocket
glass.
potion shot glasses.
If you go based off of how much blood that would be inside of there, that's about trying to think of
It's
how
a
much that
healing
would take.
potion.
Well, yeah. So essentially, if you do it by the regular selling, it's like 50 gold.
Yeah, I was
pieces.
gonna say 50 gold, I think.
If you do it by how much it would be to create it,
25.
It would, no, it's more expensive in his campaign. It's 30 something.
Yeah, he was doing it through the bloodletting method, which is.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
I mean, it's cheaper because you just need blood. You know?
Well, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
it's equivalent in exchange for that. It would be
Yeah.
for potion of healing. It would be 37.50 essentially.
Yeah.
37 gold.
Also, I don't know if it's something I can do when you're casting Identify. Is it possible, since we will be taking an hour to do so, to slowly over time, just put some of our spell slots into it, like letting the magic seep out of us into the ritual?
It may matter, but not for starting the ritual.
Not for starting, but like as we go through, just
Maybe. We'll see.
Can I dump spell slots in? I don't know.
probably not
I feel like we already established
Yeah.
that we're not
How many
helpful in
fingers do you
this.
want to give up? Okay.
Because
Yeah,
you're-
Rosalie will dump
not
magic
knowing.
into it if she needs to as well.
You just.
Well.
Okay.
So we're gonna do
Works.
this. Cutting away though, real quick. So, ma'am, do you want extra fries or?
No, hold on.
make that a meal.
I'm still trying to figure out what everyone would want. I have one more person. Because right now I want the large size Diet Coke
Yeah.
cheeseburger combo, no mayo,
Okay.
and jalapeno side tater tots.
Okay.
And then I need another one,
Okay.
which is a large size cherry Sprite double bacon cheeseburger.
Okay. Hey, sorry.
Sorry, I wrote down the entire order.
We can't. I'm hungry.
I'm so hungry too, guys. I'm like
food.
fantasizing on my food
I'm
house.
sorry, ma'am, but we're actually out of cherry Sprite.
No. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess.
Mr. Pibb.
I guess.
No! Anyway,
I guess the regular Sprite will just have to do. She's had a very tough day.
Okay, we'll do, ma'am.
And then she just continues. I'm genuinely writing these orders down. I
This
want you
teenage
guys to
arrogant
know.
taking your order.
I'm looking at the song.
She's had a very tough
Also,
day.
I like to imagine like one of the orders is like that meme from SpongeBob. I'll take double triple bossy deluxe on a half 4x4 animal style extra shingles with a shimmy and a squeeze, light axle grease, make it cry, burn it on swim.
That one person in the back of the line's like, oh my god.
are they ordering the entire store?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Number
And
nine.
Shell is
number
ordering
nine
for so many people.
Yeah.
And I feel like Braun's like at the menu. He's never ordered from a fast food place in his goddamn life, and he's just like,
Oh.
Achel, what's a bacon?
I would know what bacon is, but more than likely it's more of just like there are so many things that are not stew or soup. What the heck?
What do you mean you haven't heard of a BLT? Let me tell you something, kid.
Can I get some stew? What? Stew?
This is a burger place.
This is a burger place.
You
You
know-
don't have stew then. What about soup?
We serve burgers here.
But yeah, cutting back. We come back to the ritual. As you guys have sat
We'll
down.
see if these are accurate to y'all's characters later.
Please remove the materials from your inventory. As you lay them out, you push the cube over to Eterna,
Bag holding.
and you begin the ritual. Showing Eterna some pre-planning before. Eterna, you follow the steps one by one.
The seance over there
As
on that side of
you're
the
dabbling into a bit of wizardry, but you're still implying the notes of prayer. You're still implying phrases of your faith. And it becomes a strange mix of... Yeah, it's the Archinist faith entirely.
Yeah.
It's wizards and religion.
This is normal to me.
Yeah.
Wizards and
religion.
religion.
Okay.
Nope.
I'm gonna.
So, as you go through this process, as you all dabble into this, you dip the toes into the magic, you activate essentially that feeling, that gut feeling whenever you cast a spell. But this being ritual, you make it linger. This being an expanded ritual that you're trying to push through Terna, you're essentially having to do the strange thing of expanding your mental and magical capabilities and forcing it onto a target without causing them harm.
Please don't hurt me.
Normally it's a cycle, a circle, where people pass, like hot potato, they pass the spell on to continue the ritual, and it collects more and more power as it goes. I would like each of you to roll d20 and add your spell casting modifier.
Get that potato hot.
Get the hottest potato you can.
Let's see how this goes.
I'm gonna bake this potato.
Can we do better?
Oh my
I guess I'm the
gosh.
one bridging wizardry and collectism.
Can I?
Oh, sorry, Attorney, you have advantage on this one.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
Don't use
I'm
that
trying to
as
see.
me.
Do I have a point
This
of
one was doing
inspiration?
that earlier. Let's see.
Do
what-
I have one? I don't think I do.
It's thawed.
Can I
Yeah,
get
it's fine.
silvery barbs?
No, because
No.
that makes you take the lower roll.
No,
I-
but can I?
Silver barbs yourself, trying to punch yourself.
You still
Yeah,
have
I'm
Lars
like-
Kaiser.
I do have a point of inspiration.
Honestly, since it's lingered out, this rolls over time. Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Point of inspiration. I'm using it.
Okay.
Come on, please.
Is it lower
Mm.
than that one? 2.
What
Got
was
two
the other
men.
roll?
It's like a 3 or 4. I think it's a 4.
So we have a 4.
No, it was 4 plus 9.
What is it?
Well, no, it's 4 plus 9.
Okay.
Wait, plus 9?
So
Yeah.
It's your
13.
Your modifier?
Oh, not modifier. That's my Arcana. Sorry.
Spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, Arcana would be so much nicer, actually.
Yeah, if this was Arcana, that'd be great.
You sure you can't do
modifier?
Arcana?
I'm glad it's not
Modifier.
Arcana for me.
Yeah.
It's 4 plus 3.
Okay.
So 7.
7.
I have a 18 plus 5, so 23.
Okay.
Mine's a 16 plus 2, so 18.
Okay.
The magic begins to pick up, and you start to feel it in your chests, and your guts, and your hearts. You feel it all over. This warmth that passes between you two, like energy building around, and you almost begin to see them sway a little bit.
I'm pondering this cube.
And the wind.
Ori, are you seeing this?
The wind sort of picks up a little bit more. You guys are empowering this spell. And Eterna, you're trying to use your connection to this place to make it function. The wind begins to get a little colder, ice begins to form on the walls. And Indigo, you see something before your eyes. Their eyes are closed now as they're focusing the spell, but you see before your very eyes the potions. Little shot glasses. They float off the ground.
Like 5 million
Yeah,
potions.
the little shot glasses float off the ground, and their liquid spills out along with the other potion and the incense, and the liquid and the incense collects into a stream that follows and seems to spiral around the space. You see it begin to glow slightly and begin to smoke and hiss. You see the space begin to illuminate. This is building and building. I need you to make the same roll again, each of you.
Using different dice this time.
Do I still have advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
Why am I rolling terribly now?
Oh boy.
That is a 13 for me.
11.
8.
As you're picking this up, the ice begins to form. The two wizards, you start to feel.
I can't turn into
you
ice
start to
again.
feel pain. You start to feel pain. Yes, when your eyes open slightly, and you see Kaislin ice forming on your thighs, your knees, and your hands. Just frost, and it's aching. It's hurting your skin. Same thing for you, Rosalie. You take 4, you take 5 cold damage. I need you both to make a constitution save for me.
Sorry. Well, at least I'm not turning into ice again.
If you want to make the roll again, you can use a spell slot
The save or?
to re-roll.
Yeah, I'm using it.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
What number is that? I can't actually tell.
Weird dice.
Is it a 1?
Let's see.
You can keep on using spell slots, I guess.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep using spells. If that was a 2 and a 1. Dice jail. Also, no, you rolled good here.
Come on, you got this.
Okay, that's fine. Because that's a 16 plus 4, so dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Plus 4, damn.
What'd you get, Kaisel?
17.
Okay. Okay.
The cloak.
It begins
right.
It begins to build up. The power, the energy. You guys begin to feel the freeze. It bites at your skin, but you're holding it off. You're maintaining this connection, this power. Indigo, you actually see frost begin to build up along their backs. Not Turner's back. No, just the wizards.
That doesn't seem good.
and the air begins to glowing. It's a little chilly. You see your breath once more. The incense burns off completely, and the smoke is now that's all that's left. It blows in a spiral. It forms into a miniature tornado. Okay. Last roll.
Oh my god.
This is an interesting situation.
It is.
I'm like.
This is so intense.
God, I have.
Yeah.
3.
Oh, we both got an 18.
Huh?
We both got an 18.
Nice. Yeah. 21.
21,
23.
23,
14.
14. Previous roll, you almost failed the ritual. You make con saves, which means you would have wasted everything.
Yeah. That's why I was like, no, I'm just gonna keep burning spell slots.
But this success, the second success, is what you needed. As the smoke spreads out into the air like a cloud. You see like twinkling lights, like stars or flecks of ice. And they all condense, forming like a conical cone down into Eterna's mouth, like a cloud. Eterna, you take a breath. Your eyes open, everyone's eyes open. The frost shatters off of both of you. Eterna, you have a knowledge. You have a strong knowledge that has passed into you. Not just an identify. No. More than just what was written on this item, how it was created, what it's made out of, the materials, who made it, who touched it. It's all into you. This knowledge, the memories that are infused with this magic item. It's like a legend lore without the lore.
Neat!
Heck yes.
Eterna, like the cube before, this is a cryo cube. There are a few of these you come to understand. Maybe a bit of the knowledge from the cube tells you this, or maybe a bit of your new knowledge you've acquired tells you this. Some sort of gut feeling, maybe. Cryocubes are items that were only ever used by followers of Zolfost's angels. They are one of the few nearly impenetrable containers. They are infused with the divine ice and snow, this very same water that you drank before, making them nearly irresistible in all ways. Normally, they require a password from the creator or the one who controls the enchantment to open, because they hold a sub-dimensional space within that hides materials or items. However, in this case, if you do not know of such a password, by saying a simple prayer to Zolfost's angels, there is an alternative way of opening these structures. This one, and maybe you assume the other one, if you pray over them and you place them in a pit of fire and let it burn all the way to ash and leave it overnight, when the sun rises, the ice will melt, letting nature take its course as it turns to water, exposing the items within. You also learn that this item was created in this location. Over 1,600 years ago, it was created by ancient followers of Zolfost, and specifically an archangel of this territory that has no longer set foot upon Aethea, as it seems this one has died or completely been removed from the faith, perhaps by Dromlox. There's probably a statue in this room of this archangel, but you are instantly familiar with this name as it comes to you like the name of an old friend. Killinir. Killinir, basically. Killinir. Killineir. Who is a perished archangel of the winter domain of this area. Yeah. Besides that, the last person to seal this box seemed to be some sort of high sage or priest or cleric of this location. And it hasn't been opened since. As for its contents inside, that part is actually eluding you, as it seems these boxes are so good at their job that detecting from something within is proving incredibly difficult, if not impossible. Yeah. That's all.
How long's it been?
About 15 minutes. Yeah.
So,
Well, that seemed like it almost went south for a minute.
but we have the knowledge.
I'm glad we do.
So, this is a cryocube. Well, we already knew that, but apparently there are a few of these. They're only ever used by followers of Zolfost's angels. They're infused with divine ice and snow, and, are impenetrable, almost nearly impenetrable to everything. You usually use like a password, but if you don't know the password, you say a prayer to the angels over the thing, and you place it in a pit of fire, leave it overnight, and it will melt, and it will expose the items within. This one was created like 1600 years ago by an archangel that may have died, or been removed from the faith at least. Probably Frilmox. But we have a name. Killinir.
That's
And-
definitely meaningful to me.
And the Archangel of the Winter Domain. But we don't know what's in it, but, we
Do
can
you know
find
the
out.
password?
Well, no, it didn't give me the password.
Oh.
But it's told me if I say a prayer to Zolfast over it, or the angels of Zolfast. And then I leave it in a pit of fire overnight, it will melt, and we can get the items. But I'm not sure we necessarily need to do that right tonight,
Not tonight.
because
Not
that seems
tonight.
like an extra thing to do. But either way, neat.
It's about now whenever you finish picking up any sort of food you needed to grab it, Shell.
Yeah.
Do you head back immediately?
Yes.
How many paper bags are we carrying back?
There's so
So
many.
Braun would
With
get
drink
chorus.
Yeah, you have 2 each,
Braun will get chorus just so he can put a blanket on there so you can actually add.
You'll have enough limbs to get it over.
Oh my god.
Wait, no, we
know what
can get on
happened.
chorus's
Yeah.
antlers.
Yeah. By now, you probably come back with the food.
All right, everybody. I hope I got everyone's orders right. Just like individually. Oh, you
Are we
look
slightly damp from the
Yeah.
ice?
cold.
Slightly.
Oh goodness. Well, I'm glad I got you all little treats.
Want to eat outside of the icy area?
The cheese.
Well, no, but I don't want to keep carrying this. So everyone
Can
gets.
you get the water off? Thank you.
Let us.
I think this one's yours.
To keep holding it.
Put the rest of the water on Kaizen.
Oh, I hope you don't mind, but I also got Ori grilled cheese.
She's lactose intolerant.
She's
What does Ori do with this newfound information that she got food? She got yummy,
have
yummy
gluten.
Oh,
human food.
anything that's
Pepper?
given to her, she'll keep. Anything.
They just unwrapping.
So,
And a tenner for you. It's just like, just
It's a can combo.
it's. Don't make me say it on live.
What?
Nothing. I'm not saying it.
Do we want to eat in here or like walk outside?
Let's go. I
Let's
just
go.
wanted to pass it out.
We should probably all eat outside.
Yes,
I
just,
will do a bit of a bow to the room.
You feel.
Just of respect.
You almost feel like from the 4 corners, especially the 3 statues of these angels, the eyes see you, and they see you in a respectful way.
They're looking respectful here.
I'm looking back respectfully.
You become an emissary of
Before Braun
the
leaves,
bless
he's
you
gonna do the
yourself.
Statues.
Before Braun leaves, he's gonna do
Do
the
the
divine
spinning
sense again
hands
just to
and
see
get some
if there is still an undead presence or not.
No.
No. Okay.
Making stew?
They're
Flavor
conjuring their
fingers,
ice
flavor
powers.
There's a spell I'm gonna make called Flavor Fingers. If you do this in front of food, it gets tastier.
That's
Prestidigitation?
meditation.
Yeah, Flavor Fingers.
But it's like advanced.
Advanced.
yeah.
It's a leveled spell.
It's a leveled spell.
It really is. Every level you cast higher, it gets better and better. They say level 9 will absolutely put you into a coma.
I'm gonna upcast level 10.
Oh shit.
The gods are gonna come for you.
They better.
That's the food of the gods. That's
How dare you?
get smited.
Alright, anyway, let's get out of here.
Now I'm just imagining a Guy Fieri look-alike for one of your gods. just like, that is my food and my food only.
Well, hopefully it like
Diners,
seals,
drive-ins,
seals,
and dies.
seals back up after us.
Yeah, let's see if it does, like, after I leave.
You walk out and it doesn't seem to seal. It seems like it's open now,
Okay.
as always.
Dang.
Though when you drank that water, they did say take the faith with you. So the temple is really just empty now.
Oh.
It's like you took the hope with you. When you drank that water, all that was left was frozen ice. So it's not a bad thing. It's
Okay.
you're living on the story of this temple.
Okay, cool.
So now it's like a relic, because it's not gonna be used anymore probably. But
No,
Not for
but
now.
hey, they can tell the story.
it's true. It's true.
You know, carry on this is a temple to Zolfast.
Yeah.
And actually, he's pretty cool.
Bunny grandfather, what's that temple over there?
Well, that's the Zolfast. Pretty cool winter god. This Abilene told us about. Now we pray to Zolfast every winter.
Oh, that's so cool, Bunny Grandpa.
Now
I want to pray to Zolfast too.
now get ready to scare him away when it comes to our holiday.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah, as a funny, this is like a very like niche reference, but we're in a bunny village, and I was looking at the Sonic menu, and so my headcanon for this restaurant is cream and cheese.
Okay.
That's really funny.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Sonic.
It's a Sonic
Oh, yes.
reference. Like,
Yes.
Nice.
that's all. I watched
I love
Sonic
it.
X growing up.
Wow.
I've never played a single game. I played
Anyway,
like one game. Continue.
Yeah, no, you guys are just eating. If you want to just finish that off and do something else, you can tell me.
I guess I need to go help.
Yes.
All right.
You
what's
finish your
up?
meal and get to work.
Yeah, Braun was gonna check out the, what's it called? The stone that was in the other room a little bit more.
Which stone?
the mage
the
stone?
the mage stone.
Oh yeah, in the courtyard.
Yeah, the one that he touched and instantly was just like, weird.
Yeah, you'll be doing now. Anything? Anyone doing anything else?
What time is it getting like right now?
Sunset's in probably it's already in the afternoon. It's getting close to the evening. It's hard to exactly tell the right time, but it's getting to the evening.
What I want to do is to wait till sunset.
What do you want to do?
Till then, or once it's
What
sunset?
are you gonna do with sunset?
I can
I don't
it can happen
think
more
anybody
easily if I
else
know what
is
it
doing anything.
is. You know.
I want to look more into the Cult of the Stars again.
Okay. So probably find a nice blanket, nice telescope, take a snacky. You know.
I'm gonna notice you're gonna do that, and I'm gonna go out with you. I chill like stars.
Oh my god, they're going out together. They're both gay.
And I'm like 10 years his senior.
That's okay to Kaiser.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Give me like a year or two adventuring. I'll probably cast something that'll age me magically by accident. I'll probably cast something and go, I saved us, guys. I just aged 7 years.
Here's a long
I
beard now.
feel it's really important to mention that they're both gay in just the opposite direction.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep. So you guys.
Anyway, Kaislin is more like a son
Yeah,
or like a nephew.
it's true.
The kind you feel the love you feel towards a little brother.
It's true.
That.
We have
that
had a
one.
funny joke headcanon running along if Kaizen ever went to
I'm scared.
a beauty contest.
Oh, that one.
And where we were like, oh, Kaizen can dress up, and then if Kaizen wants to play it all out, Kaizen can go by Caitlin until it's
No, it
over.
was
No, it was
Kaisley.
Kaisley.
Kaisley
It was
until it's all
Kaisley.
over, and you'll gussy up Kaislin.
Anyway,
I was thinking about all the different things we've.
Rosalie's a
thought
You
dog.
have the power to create that situation,
I
Trevor.
know. I can't wait for you guys to get to the Mage Fest in Deo.
Dude, I can't either. I want to so bad. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, so-
Rosalie's rounding up cows.
After you're done eating, you split up from the group. You go down the little hillside. Once you get out onto that hill, actually outside the little shrine area,
Green brightness.
you see that the valley goes down like a little bit, and you can see just rolling hills of green grass and trees here and there, some shrubs, but it's mostly thick grass and reeds and weeds. And you see a lot of those little fluffy, blonde-haired cows. They're not little though. As you get a little closer, they're a lot bigger. They're actually much bigger than normal cows. As Ori's describing them to you, like visually as like, yeah, these things, like bear-sized cows, like bigger than, a little chunkier, fluffier than bears, you know? You smell them.
That one so bad.
Yeah. As you come over, you do start to smell them though, and they're like, not the best smell. And as you approach, your Harrigan runs up to you.
Oh, you must be Rosalie.
Yes, I am.
Oh, excellent. I was hoping you'd come a little earlier. Well, let's go ahead and get started. You see, I gotta get these ones on the other side of the river, on the other side of town for tonight. We gotta make sure they're all put together. Don't want them wandering off, especially off a cliff or anything like that. I've had a few of those in the last few weeks.
So how exactly am I supposed to be helping?
Well, you're gonna take one of these sticks. We heard you're quick on your feet, apparently. Seems like you were running around with those kids last night pretty fast.
Oh, yes.
They want you to run around, hear out, sense out for any of the cattle going a little off trail. Simply use the stick to poke them in the right direction. They're used to it. They'll sort of follow the path of the rest. Just give me strays. And then afterwards, we have to comb some of the back lot and just scoop out any of the leftover dung. And then after that, we might do a little bit of brushing.
Well, I thought I was just supposed to be helping just move them?
Who told you that? Oh, I'm sorry, they might have miscommunicated. Well, we should be done by sundown.
Oh, okay. That doesn't sound like too long, at least.
Absolutely. You sure you don't want to change?
Yeah, you probably should change, girly.
She doesn't have any other clothes
right.
that, like, she has a dress and she has a long skirt and a short skirt.
I might say I have some wrappings, but I'm not sure they will fit you.
I thought he was about to say rags.
Rags. Put you in some
Sometimes
rags.
do some canvas on some of our feet if we're going to be working in the lots.
She's got hooves.
We might have extra
Mr.
canvas.
I'm trying to think.
I mean, the Harrigan don't exactly have flat feet either. They have like toed
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
So, like, they don't really wear shoes all the time. And sometimes it's like just sandals. But
You could give her like some overalls.
yeah, he's talking about like essentially they wrap their feet with canvas and then sandal it up, basically, so they don't get shit on their like feet. You know.
Yeah, she'll take that and
There's some extra gloves, I think, too, that might fit you.
Y'all got some spare overalls or something though?
No, these are my pappies.
I never said what clothes she was wearing today. She could just be wearing her shorter skirt.
It's true. Here's your cane. You can use your seeing eye cat. No, that's a dragon.
So I was planning on having her help.
We've only seen a few of those in the valley every once in a while in the year. Some of them migrate down here.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, sure. Some of them live up in the peaks. Some of them more whiter tones and silver tones, but they do live out in the peaks and fly in flocks sometimes.
Flocks of dragons. So super dragons.
But
This is
yeah,
where
here's your
Ori
cane.
reveals she's been
Here's
here
some
before.
satchel, in case you pick up anything. If some cows get loose and you attract them back, here's some little grain food for the satchel that you can hold out towards them. They'll come back to you. Here's a little trowel you might need later. Here's a hat. Keep the sun off your
Has
face.
she ever worked the field?
No.
And you know what?
These would be great.
Here's a little prayer for good luck.
Okay. Never had to work in the mines.
She has
Rosalie
helped
never had to work in the fields.
She's helped in the garden.
Fair.
She has actually helped in the garden with her family. Her mother likes to garden.
Gardening and ranching are two different things, sweetheart.
If you find any big boulders, go ahead and use one of these and stick it in the ground so we can come back and dig it out later. We're trying to clear some of them out of the way. He hands you a bunch of like little thin poles of like dried reed.
I feel like you would see the
gave him
boulder
once?
better than you would see the reed.
Well,
But
some of them are like partially buried in the ground.
yeah.
If I
find one, sure. I might have a little bit harder time with that.
Of course, but we were told that your friend there sort of helps with your senses.
Yes, it does. It's just, I mean, if we're focusing on trying to make sure the cattle are all...
Well, some of us are disadvantaged. You got 2 pairs of eyes. Well, I guess senses. 2 sets of senses.
Yes?
I'm sure you'll be just fine.
Okay.
We got this. Or my name isn't Ollie Scruffbottom.
Already.
Scruff.
She's also gonna tie up her hair actually and put it in like a little bun.
Yeah.
Yeehaw!
Rosalie's getting the country bird. Yeah,
She did get a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, damn it, sister.
I was kind of happy that you said yeah, because I was like, aw. I kind of like the art idea of Rosalie doing the field work, you know? Like working with cattle, being a shepherd. No, being a shepherd after a hard day work, you know?
What
She's
the
actually going to be scooping those dung. No, she's going to use prestidigitation. Sit there and go prestidigitation.
I don't know if you can
He
make
just shuffles it over.
entire heaps of dung
It's a
disappear.
it is a 1 by 1 foot square of any. It is a 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot. As long as it is less than a cubic foot of poop. Yes, she can get rid of it.
Well, some of them are that big, but some of these cows are pretty big. So
Okay, then she can hit it more than once.
I just can't but imagine what precipitation does to a pile of shit. Does it just go like does it turn to dust, or does it like
Instant manure. It turns into
explodes?
pure smell. It smells so much worse when you do it.
Oh, it evaporates
Get
shit.
methane poisoning. Like,
Just,
All right,
yeah,
hold on.
it evaporates it.
While you're
No, it
out,
turns it into fertilizer. It's
while
fine.
you're out in this field doing all this manual work Instant that you're mulch. hating doing, me and Michelle sneak over, take a picture, and just make a postcard, send it to your parents.
I never said she was gonna hate it. We'll see.
I'll say,
Wish
as
you
this
were
work goes
here.
on, you do start to get a sense of the landscape around this area. For one, this is a really pretty place. Like it's like from the little town. Yeah, the little town is also pretty scenic and like a little rustic, but like the nature of this area, like you are in a mountain valley in the mountains. Like you're far off the ground. There's green grass, shrubs, thick weeds, a river running down the center, trees all over the place.
I'm not gonna lie, she actually kind of loves this then.
Yeah, or he's telling you that there's like little farm fields down there with like large reeds and where apparently they grow their seeds or something like that. There's a lot of root farms around this area. They got an entire thing going here, a little micro ecosystem up here. Every once in a while, or you'll see like a little lemming run by, or a lemming creature, or you'll chase after them and they come back.
If she needs to, she does plan on like using like her dash ability, like the bonus action dash, to like jump around. And honestly, even if she doesn't need to, she's still doing it sometimes.
You'll
just
probably
because,
need it at some points, to be fair, but yeah.
just because she's enjoying running through like
yeah.
the grass and stuff. And
It's very soft and rubbery vegetation. It has that sort of like
it's been a long time since she's run through mountain valleys.
It's true. It's true. And you come across some of these cows, some of these more like bison, really. These like Highland cows that are like dire Highland cows. Somehow they got up here generations ago, and they've been farming these guys and ranching these guys. But as you like walking by, they're like, like moving on, and the ground kind of like shakes under them, you know. But you can just always like, I don't know how deep that fur goes, that hair.
You know, every once in a while, rather than getting out the seeds and stuff, if like one
Yeah.
starts to wander off, she would have actually smelled it in the beginning and then used prestidigitation to make the smell in front of them,
Okay, yeah. that
to
would
basically steer them
I
and be
like
able to control it very well.
work. It's clever.
carrot on a stick, then.
At one point, you find out that there's like 2 calves, and they're like the size of like they're like a little smaller than normal cows, and they're like.
Oh, she does definitely pet them every once in a while.
Yeah, they have these little nub horns instead of longer horns, you know. They have these big, like round, like pink noses, you know. But yeah, it's hard work, but we can make it work. Cutting back from that, the rest of you guys were after finishing eating gonna go stargazing.
Yes.
What are the rest of you want to do?
I was gonna look at the what's it called, the mage stone, for a little bit longer, concerning Rob would be interested with the fact that he thought he heard something from the mage stone earlier.
And the besties. Eterna and Indigo, the besties. What are you gonna do?
Oh,
We can practice with the flute.
we can. Alright, so
Battle of the
We
Wind
can come up
Instruments.
with
Let's
some
go.
some duets.
sure, yeah.
Oh
my god.
Like on the mountaintop.
I'm still very curious what that ring does.
Yeah.
I just imagine somehow you get Tokyo Drift happening and she's riding on one of the castles at the moment.
Tokyo drifting a cow. Oh my
Rosie's
god.
like, yeah.
Embrace
Okay.
the country.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys are both proficient. So you're playing like it's pretty good.
We're practicing together.
Like the
Yeah,
Let's
wind.
start a band.
Like the wind, you blow through the valley and you can hear your song echo off the mountain walls.
You know, we're gonna have to find somebody that's not a wind instrument.
Yeah.
You know.
Kaizen took one French horn class.
But the problem is that he doesn't have the other art.
I know, right?
And also,
I bet the wizard school there was like the art electives, which were like really underfunded. But
Just to make sure
it
you're
was,
not
like,
a bard.
yeah,
Just-
they had to make sure, you know, and like it was like a French horn here maybe, and you were like the piccolo.
What's all these wind instruments,
Yeah.
guys? We
Yeah.
need strings up in here.
Oh no! Imagine this. Rosalie was the drums, like it was
Percussion.
a full percussion set. Yeah,
I vote Chuck is on tuba.
Yeah.
yeah.
Chuck would be too.
He just
What if
walks
he's-
around with a sousaphone.
What
you
if he's
know?
on like bass, like the upright?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyway.
Anyways,
Yeah.
If I had an instrument, I think it would be a guitar.
government assigned instruments.
I won't make you roll unless you want to roll, but you guys are playing pretty good.
I'll roll.
Go for it. Roll
Sure.
performance.
I
One.
don't trust myself.
Not
Hang on.
Your proficiency modifier.
What is that gonna be? A 6?
I got
I
no.
have a -1 in performance.
Oh,
Well, if you're proficient,
Wait a minute.
then you add your proficiency bonus
I
onto
guess
it
it's
still.
canon now that the.
So you would have
Nine.
you would have a +2 because of instrument.
It's our first time playing together.
Yeah, the flute is the instrument of faith in the Winter Domain, apparently.
So should I?
Sure.
Do it.
What
Performance roll
Do I
plus
roll?
proficiency.
Okay, just a roll plus
Proficiency. So it's +3 on top of whatever it
It's
is.
your performance.
So it's
+2 because I have a
Yeah.
-1. In performance otherwise.
you get this.
16.
Okay. So yeah, it's your first time. You have some like here's some chicken stuck in your throat. Some fried chicken.
Oh.
Yeah. But
I
you're
don't have throat.
you have a throat. You have no saliva.
Yeah.
You just don't really eat.
Yeah.
Man, you probably have saliva. Whatever.
I was about to say, should we need the
I have a
in order
hypothetical
for
indigo
the to
order
like
on
be
here.
proper wind instrument player, you would have to have some saliva.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you have magical moisture, sure.
Magical moisture.
It's okay, we're gonna move on.
But you guys are
We're moving on from
playing-
this topic.
Never say that again.
You guys are playing the instruments
This ain't Tuesday.
with moisture, and as you're playing, the entire valley can hear you. It's not bad, too bad at first. It's bad, but it gets better.
No.
It gets better, and eventually you guys get it going, and all down the valley, people in the wind can hear. You know, just a nice tune. And yeah, it's pretty pleasant. So you run. You come to this blue glass stone once more, and it's still cold to the touch.
Ron's just like looking at it every now and then, knocking, trying to see if it does that weird ring again.
It still has a harmonic, it seems, like a harmonic structure or whatever too. When you tap it, it just sort of... It brings out... It rings out with a tap. But you don't hear any voices. If the legends are true, this is a tomb of a wizard.
He just walks to it, just like, just seeing if it that reverberates.
It comes back.
Okay. I did not expect that actually. Huh. Weird.
Weird. You hear a voice, like, echoes off of it.
What the?
Fuck you. What the? It's not like really your voice, it's just the pitches of your voice that it's catching on.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Huh. Watching you.
Rock.
Just start walking out.
No, it
Command shatter.
I'm free.
No, you unleashed the ancient wizard.
Whoa.
Command die.
I am Michael Malison,
Michael Madison!
the progenitor. oh no.
The fourth witch queen.
You're like
Michael.
the fourth witch. You're the
Fourth
fourth
witch
witch
Michael.
queen. Your name's Michael.
Dasher.
They misspelled Michelle.
Rin.
I'm sorry.
Michael.
I mean, it's better than
No, no.
moon boots.
Oh, bro, man, listen, leave my boy, like, what is it, Vin? Leave Vin alone.
But just imagine it's Michael Malison. Wait, you're a girl still. They misspelled Michelle. I'm sorry.
See, this happened. Remember when that one guy called Mediel
That's right,
Michelle and
yeah.
called you Mike? Yeah, it was funny. Anyway, continue.
Yeah,
You had to be there.
So, yeah.
Michael and Michelle.
It's the Stargazers, real quick. As you guys wander off into a field, as sunset has begun to take the sky, you do want to stay here past sunset, obviously, right?
Yes.
You want to sort of get to see the stars. It doesn't look like it's going to be a cloudless night. You want to just wait out here until then?
It doesn't or does look like
It does.
Okay.
It will be a cloudless night. Do you want to wait out here until then, and I can tell you what happens?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that now. We'll just say you come back to everyone else much later.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, eventually the sun will set for you guys, and you'll see the sun set on the edge of a mountaintop that's near the valley entrance, and eventually just goes under the mountain. The shadows of the mountains just grow over the valley, and lights in the village begin to come on. You see that line of houses down the river.
What's the phase of the moon?
Look up. Full moon is coming. Not tonight. Maybe tomorrow.
Guys, this is good over.
Or probably in 2 nights. So not this night, not the next night, but the night after that.
Tonight's the second or the third.
Yeah.
Tonight's
Uh,
night
tonight's
is
the second.
Tonight's the second. We're just about to become the third.
Awesome.
Which everyone knows is a cursed day of Hexmere when spirits come to haunt you. Also, there's plenty of love legends about Hexmere. So, contact your local fae. Maybe they can find you a suitor.
I don't think I'm good at dating advice, Trevor. Sure.
Yeah, no, like Mr. Shrimp. Hi.
Auntie Knucklebones is just like, I need to find him. I need to find him somebody because I need to get him out of the house.
I hate this guy.
I need to get him a person because he's staying inside too long. He doesn't get out enough. He's starting to believe just anything Golden tells him. It's unhealthy.
He's not learned any manners. Hopefully a woman will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
For you two, on the blanket, at one point before the sun really sets, you do see the cow herd go by, and you think you see a little pink thing with the cows. But
Mental image is
yeah.
saved for that.
with the sun finally set on the horizon, with the blue sky, the curtain being pulled back, you see into the sky itself, the twinkling stars, the dazzling diamonds of Orofanti's beard, as legends say, all the children of the great Sky Father. And you see more there, glowing, like an ever-present lantern in the sky, the clouded, smooth surface of the moon, looking like a fluffy cotton ball tonight. A hazy, nearly turning purple blue.
Hey, chill.
Yeah.
I think I can see it now. I know I've looked a little bit into this before. It's right up there, kind of to the right or more. If you look a little bit from there, they see that 13, the collection of 13 right there.
Oh, it
They're a
is
little
up
dim,
there.
but you can kind of see it.
Yes.
Yeah, you do see them. They're a little faint, but once you focus on them, they seem to almost like come to focus a bit more, and you can see them like 13 pinholes a little closer together. You see a shooting star.
I wonder why they were in that pearl. I think did they get trapped? They didn't, explain it all. Were they truly just birthed, or did someone trap them? Did they get their memories wiped?
I assume there's some sort of trap of some sort. It's hard to say though.
Well, I hope they did return to the stars. Or wherever they should be.
Who knows exactly where that is?
Can you both just roll a d100 for me, please?
Why?
And Kaislyn and Chell were never seen from again.
Yo, we get them talking about aliens, let's go! Sci-fi!
Flying saucer flies in.
Hanafel.
You know, we get a one shot with Kaitlyn and Chell.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's the camera's on Rosalie, and Rosalie's like shoveling.
She's in a cow field, bruh!
Yeah, she's in a cow field. In the distance, a little light clicks on, and this little disc and it goes up.
Man, I didn't know we were
And in the
Mexico.
morning we find a crop circle.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's Shell. Find some gun.
I got 99.
Oh.
Interesting.
I don't know what that means.
What'd you get?
Got a 51.
I never rolled
Both of
that.
you were like one away from 50 and 100. My gosh.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
UFO. I will say one thing. As you guys are watching out in the sky,
It's been cool, Kaislyn.
you
It's
guys
been
are
fun.
looking up. At one point, you see a silhouette that blocks out some stars. And guys, when you point it out first, you actually see this first.
Like a cloud, right?
This is before like it gets too dark, really.
Cool.
You think that silhouette's a dragon flying over the mountains? Flying like pretty high up, or it's small? It's hard to tell. You can't tell how big it is.
Dragon?
Guys, what do you mean? Did you see that too?
Yeah, I think it's a dragon.
Make a perception check for me.
Can I do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Trying to judge the size of this thing.
Perception?
Yep.
7.
7.
I'm just a little better. I think, wait, perception?
Yep.
8.
Yo, let's
It
go!
might be better if it would be closer to you, but it's hard to judge distance, because if it was closer, it'd be a smaller dragon. If it's higher, you can still see it. It's a massive dragon. But it's flying at a point where you just really can't tell.
You know,
Are the Draco Peaks.
yeah, you know, for a second there, my heart dropped. But we're in the Draco Peak, so that's normal.
Yeah, there's a lot of dragons here.
Some little varmints, some little
Varmints.
rodents scurry by. You hear them sort of squeaking by as they move on through the grass. You see another shooting star go through the sky. The cello, you can point out. You can point out the Red Traveler, one of the 3 colored stars that seem to move in a different pattern in the sky. That astronomers that you're familiar with say these are other worlds or other bodies that seem to float in the heavens above.
You know, you look up there, it's just the Traveler. The red one, right up there.
You can see it?
You know, I've read some places that they're not like other planes, but they're other places like our world. Maybe there's even other creatures up there. I don't know. It's just interesting. Have you ever thought about that?
Would it not just be another plane at that point then?
I feel like it would be different. Planes imply they're still a part of our world. You know, like fragments. But if it was completely different, maybe they have planes of their own. Like their own little idea.
Sounds a little far-fetched, but there's no telling what's actually out there.
Oh, as if giant flying, you know, dragons and turning people into ice and ancient temples are just as believable.
Fair enough.
You see on the horizon the brightest traveler, the blue one. Seems to be just peeking over the mountain tops. It's the brightest traveler, and some people used to say it was the brightest star in the sky. Until they started to realize it moves. But you see it coming up, but no sight of this golden one anywhere. But yeah.
I also read somewhere where some crazies, might I add, thought that those 3 stars well, I don't think they're stars, but were connected to the witch queens. And I just always say it's a coincidence that they just happen to be red, yellow, and blue.
They're just colors.
They're just
Any
colors.
coincidences. Not intentional.
Michelle hides the red pin board away.
The red string.
The red string hides it.
You like tuck it back into your back pocket.
Not today. She thinks someday I'll bring the red pinboard out for Kaiser.
Yeah.
Someday.
You also, yeah, chill. You look up into the sky and you swear you see some sort of flash of light, or not like a shooting star, just quick. Your eye catches it again.
Just a UFO.
Some sort of shifting of light in the sky, like a point where light is moving around something, like a wake in water. Light moves around this as it moves across the sky.
Dark matter.
Dark matter.
Incoming liquid dad.
Just something unique, something interesting. I haven't seen that before.
Interesting. Did you just see that, Kaiser?
Did I?
No?
I don't think I saw anything.
Okay.
Maybe you should trick your eyes.
I'm just either going to assume it was a trick of the eye or. Perhaps my progenitor is sending a message and I don't understand.
As you're looking up there in the sky, you too see something. Catches your attention. Like a shooting star, but a little slower than a shooting star. You catch it a little closer. It's so high that it's hard to make out the details at first. But you think it's a creature. Roll perception for me, please.
Roll perception, brother.
Perception right there.
Perception.
Perception.
What's your modifier?
Just
Plus 0.
Perception.
Plus 0 is a flat roll.
Please.
I don't know. I think you have proficiency in
Is it just him?
perception.
I think I do. I think you got a plus 12, right?
Yeah.
Perception.
Not perception,
Perception.
but you got
Go.
perception.
Roll.
I'll take it. 16.
Ooh.
It's not too bad.
As you're looking up there, it's moving slower than a shooting star, but still fast enough to cover the sky quickly. High into the sky. Almost where maybe the light of the world, of the sun, still hits it. A dragon that glows like moonlight. Flying so high, it almost looks like a star. It's mesmerizing. It's incredible. It locks your attention in for a moment. Yeah. Before you realize it, it's over the horizon.
Did I see that?
Did
You know,
you see that?
Sorry, I didn't.
I swear I saw a dragon up there. One that was glowing like a star almost, like moonlight. It's going across that for a while.
Stop spotting dragons up there.
I wonder what I saw and what you saw is connected.
I love these rolls.
The 99 and the 51.
As you two continue to stargaze, it's every once in a while that your attention goes back to the little collection of 13 stars. The legends say different things. The 13 abandoned children of Orophantine, the 13 heads of the gods that were felled by Polynir left at the gate of the universe to keep the other gods from entering, the 13 lost weapons of the Great War. Many stories. As you look up, here's a different story in your heads. Of a strange creature thanking you with 13 eyes. With a elongated, shadowy-like face with tendrils dripping from it. Figure looming from shadow that was revealed and shown from an abyssal pearl escaped from this item that was dredged up from so deep in the water that light no longer reaches it. Not even light from those stars above. Something so trapped, so locked away. How did it get there? You know how it got there, you think. Thistle pearls. You don't know much about them, but you do know that, yes, somehow you do know that they entrap spirits and souls that of lost sailors. Legends say those who drown in the ocean, these massive dredge clams swallow their souls, condensing them into pearls, collectives of souls, one and all, until they are sealed away for thousands of years to form these black, void spheres. But in this case, a soul so large, so strange, so otherworldly was ensnared into an abyssal pearl, trapped from its family far, far, far away. How do you know that?
Is it both or just Kaizen?
Both of you know that. You didn't know that before, but now you know that.
Kaizen,
Yeah.
did you know how that thing got in the pearl? Because I know.
Normally I would say no, but I kind of just figured that out a moment ago. Although, I don't know what it came from.
Well, isn't that just lovely? We're learning so much
I mean,
out here.
it makes sense with what the guy with the 39 said. Said seek the stars for answers. I guess we're getting them.
Oh, I think another dragon flew by.
Yeah.
Dragons sound
starting-
weird.
I'm starting to think that those birds aren't birds.
I will
That
ask,
would make a lot of sense.
I will ask both of you. Is there a curiosity that still grows in you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And does it grow stronger now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
That's all.
Okay.
That's like my fourth night trying to
I
look into this.
just want to ask if you keep on looking into it.
Absolutely.
Joe believes in aliens 100%.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, she's gonna
Just
look.
keep on looking.
I mean, you are one technically, so.
You're about to get abducted, so.
I can't wait for chilling guys when they get abducted by aliens.
I just
You
realized
guys have a shared dream.
Oh, whoa,
No,
what?
kidding.
Oh.
this is gonna be an alien abduction. Wait, I'm the alien though. Crap, an alien abducted another alien. That didn't work.
No.
Just do- Anyway.
Yeah.
It's a pretty night. A lot of stars around. A new idea comes to your minds. An idea seems to itch in the back of your head like you guys just came up with it, but it doesn't leave your thoughts. What if you come out when the full moon's out? And what if you look at the edges of the moon's light? What if you look at it where the... If only you could look behind the light of the moon. If only you could look at the shadow it hides behind it.
Uh-oh. What's behind
But-
the moon, Trevor?
At least for now. Why don't you guys just, when the full moon's out, look at the edges of it. You might think you see something more. Who knows? It's just an idea.
It's like the.
Hey, Kaislin, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think so. How's it gonna work with you being low?
I don't know.
This is how you guys get into the most complex MLM ever.
With the moon?
With the moon.
And the moon. With the moon!
But I think that's where we'll call it for tonight because we're hitting our time. And I think what happens tomorrow is going to be interesting because people will start getting up, getting ready for the road, obviously.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
heading out tomorrow.
Yeah, but yeah. Hey, we'll catch you in the next stream. And remember, no matter the outcome, always let the dice roll.
Always
See
let
you
the dice
later.
roll.
Bye. Good night. Bye.